is going to be taking over in the near future, so getting your text messages in. Now, if you would like to send your text messages in to either me and Joanna Scott and the lovely Laura Donegan, she is, you know, please send them in. So Joanna's looking at very much like astrology and numerology and relationships, and Laura's a very collective, very earthy, very, very experienced psychic, two very popular, very busy one. Now, Joanna gets snapped up very, very quickly, and she's just come off a call right this moment. So if you would like to avail of her, now is a really, really good time to do that. Now, for you lovely viewers who may not be familiar with who I am, my name's Denise, pin number 6764, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of presenting and a little bit of psychic work for you today. Now, the way I kind of work is I tune into energies around people or situations, and I kind of like do it by sort of like psychic feeling, psychic, you know, seeing, and just actually knowing as well. I work on the platform in my spare time, and I kind of specialise. I love relationships. Relationships are like one of the things I kind of love to do. So if you'd like to send a text in to me, please do so. Put meat on the bones. I like to kind of really kind of get in there as well. So I work hands-free, and I have a selection of my lovely cards here as well. I work with the Thwaff deck and also the Art of the Soul cards as well. So send those texts in. Now, just to let you lovely viewers know that we are here for your entertainment purposes only. There's a whole range of things we can talk about, such as health, fertility, legal and financial. We cannot talk about anything else. Feel free to contact us and just see if there's any kind of burning questions that you would like. Now, for those people who may not be aware, we have a app called Mystic App, which is fantastic. So you can download this free to the phone. So if you would like a text message or just, you know, be interactive, watch the show, you can do this all from the very app on your mobile phone, which is just wonderful. And you know, sending a text in is you know, quite reasonable. It's like is it 10 tarot tokens, like £1 something? So very, very reasonable. Really good tool. And actually see who's available, and there's some golden bits of nuggets of information there. Now, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be answering some text messages, and this one is from Julie J. So hello, Julie J. And this is a mystical called app, come from the app. It says, hello, lovely. Do you see a romantic connection coming in for me in the near future? Thank you. Right, let's have a look, Julie. Yes, I'm being shown it's going to come in quite swiftly. Sometimes when we, you know, when we're going to, like, you know, what's going on in the energies and not seeing anyone I particularly like, it's almost like it's clearing out the way, because I feel a bit of static around you. But this person's going to come in out of nowhere. It feels like they're just going to join you. I do feel that this is sort of like, the way I'm being shown is sort of like a dark-haired person, someone who really looks after themselves, quite slim in their approach. They look after themselves, but really kind of quiet, unassuming person. I feel that the universe is sending you somebody that you have requested, almost like you've manifested this person to make you happy. And, you know, but this is somebody who I'm being shown who doesn't like to fall out with anybody, you know, like, you know, calm and tranquil in their dialogue. They just want to be left alone, be very much do their own thing, but also romantic connection, which will bring you a lot of joy and happiness. I do feel this is a universal one, so that means there's growth and understanding and love, but I do see a potential of this going very much long-term for you, Julie J. Really nice, dark. What they're showing me is almost like you're going on a journey here, and you're very much alone at the moment, and then this person just almost like stops, jumps in the car with you, and off you go into the sunset. So it's kind of nice. Timings-wise, they're not giving me timings, but I feel it. The reason I'm saying that, it's almost like I'm drifting towards January and March time. So I feel this is somebody who is very much destined to make a connection with you, but the timing is whether you utilise your intuition to enhance that connection. So thank you very much for being interactive, Julie J, and sending in those text message. Right, we have another one, Mystic Call from, it says, Denise, please. Love update. Him, S, Aquarius, and me, A, Sag Lady. When is commitment? Right, okay, let me just sort of go in here, Aquarius. Right. Right, as I'm tuning into S, Aquarius, it's almost like they're quite a strong passion around this you know, S gentleman. He's somebody that it's sort of like dark waters underneath the surface. There's a lot to them, and actually I don't feel that you actually seeing his level of passion or his commitment towards you. It's almost like he's playing it slightly cool, but actually he's not feeling that. When is commitment coming? Right, there's something about commitment is going to be here. They're showing me three, and it's almost like it'll be 3 weeks or within 3 months. Now I know, but this is like levels or steps of commitment as well. But commitment is very much coming. Whatever you're doing is working very, very well, but there's going to be a change in this dynamic. It's almost like you feel that they have the control, but actually you have the control, and this shift's going to happen. There's almost like bringing lots of happiness here, and it's about letting go. So what I say is don't chase the commitment, chase the connection, because the connection will bring the commitment. And he is somebody he's raring and ready to make that commitment to you. So enjoy that lovely connection that you have, and it is in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Just wait and see, and let me know how you get on with that as well. Thank you, love and light. Right, okay. We have a mystic call, and it says, hi, can you see any changes happening in my workplace, Lady B? Okay, Lady B. Right. What changes in your workplace? Right. There is going to be an opportunity. I've just been sort of shown a bell is ringing here, and it's almost like to get something you need to pay attention of. And I feel this is very much around the energy right now, what's happening around you. It's almost like competitive. There's people and sort of situations which are a little bit of disharmony, and it's very much about you've got to see the bigger picture and perceive the situation around you, if you can see here. So it's like, see the bigger picture. I don't feel this is going to directly affect you in any way, shape or form, which is really, really positive. But there is something about you to learn around the situation that is coming. I'm not picking up any kind of like, you know, promotions or anything about next year. This is about the people dynamics around you and really making your work situation your own, because there just seems to be a little bit of dis-ease around the people connected to you. And I do feel this is linked to a lady and also a gentleman, and I feel it's like lack of appreciation. They put their hearts and souls into this sort of like into their work situations, and then they're feeling a lack of love and appreciation. So I think sometimes, you know, like we can say the wrong thing to the wrong person, or but the intent is really, really good, but sometimes we can you know, come out all wrong. And I'm not saying that's what you've done, but this is how I feel that they are. So just be mindful of that around your work situation, Lady B. But overall, look, feels quite positive, and change is coming next year. Thank you, love and light. Okay, let's have another look. Clear off the energies here. And it says, Belle. It says, hi, Denise. Chatting to a new guy, Gareth, online. How fabulous is that? What do you see? Any potential? Let me just tune into Gareth. Okay, right, Gareth. Ooh, right. Gareth. Right. Gareth is somebody who he just feels really relaxed. He feels very much easygoing and going with the flow. I do like his energy, but there's a sense of, do I trust him? I don't quite 100% trust him yet. I think he's somebody who is keeping his options open, but there is potential in this person. I don't feel this is a person that's going to rush in. They're going to very much like balance you, weigh you up, almost like put you through the ringer to see what you like and how you respond to situations before they rush in. So I just want to say, just really, really watch those emotions and just see how things fit in. But this is somebody who is looking for a long-term commitment. I feel that this person is ready, but it's almost like Gareth is doesn't want to make a commitment to the wrong lady. So I do think there is potential there. For some reason I'm picking up a sort of like a fair-haired gentleman in Gareth here, but he has an element. His eyes are quite sparkly, and there's this sort of like a cheeky fun side to him, which I kind of like. I do feel there's potential, but just keep yourself guarded here and just watch his behaviours towards you, because yeah, he's keeping his options open. He's weighing things up very carefully. He's quite an astute person, so just go with the flow with him. Bit of a Cancer element, or picking up Cancer, very shoddy with his finances as well. Somebody who really does like security in long-term relationships, and I also feel he can be quite faithful once he makes that commitment to you. Thank you, love and light. So great potential there. Okay. So let's have a quick look, and we say Laura's still a very busy psychic, still on the call there now. And we have, who else we've got? We've got the lovely Polly available, 4816. I love Polly. She's been into the studio before. She brings that lovely kind of Scottish feel to her readings. She's very intuitive, and she's got, works from a very, very a big heart, very compassionate, very, very caring. We have Tracy, we have Gertrude Irish, Elaine, Sarah Cavo, Sophia Angelino. What a lovely name. 6921. We have Joe available. If you want that male perspective on a relationship or love or work situation, or Marissa, Poppy, Ruby, or Sophie. So we have a whole range of psychics available, and and I've got another text message. How wonderful is this? So please send in your messages to us. And this is one from Mystical Call. And it says, Denise, love reading. Let's have a quick look. Let's take off the energy on the cards here. Can you see who my mystery texter is? Please. Thank you, Jay Virgo. Mystery texter. How amazing. How exciting is that? Let's have a look. Right, okay. Your mystery texter, Jay Virgo, I don't know if you're male or female. Your mystery texter, there's an element here that's female, which is going to surprise you a little bit. This is a combination. I feel there's two people behind your mystery texter. There's almost like a male and a female that's linked to this text. Let's have a go here now. Okay. This female is somebody that you know. It's almost like there's a friendship or a connection behind this that's linked to you. Who's your mystery texter? I feel it's all very, very positive. I think it's done with love. I feel that somebody is spurring a connection forward so you can shine your light. I feel there's very much of a spiritual element here to this. I don't feel it's anything too negative, but it's a case of just sort of becoming the master of that kind of like situation. But I am picking up a blonde-haired female influence behind the text. So it sounds intriguing. Thank you very much, Jay Virgo. Love and light to that. I wonder what that is now. Okay, so let's have a quick look. just to let you lovely viewers know, one of the things I love to do is relationships, especially love relationships, you know, dynamics. And one of the topics I was kind of talking about today was very much about what are we resisting and what are we allowing into our lives. Are we allowing love into our lives? Or are we actually holding it away in our thoughts, our behaviours, or just our attitudes and our energy fields? Because everything stays in our energy, which other people pick up psychically. Okay, so we have another text message, and this is from Gem Lady, and it says Denise only. Oh, bless you. Okay, how's Dee feeling about me? Any contact coming my way? Thanks. Kiss. TY. Kiss. Okay, let's have a look, Gem Lady. Let's have a go. How's Dee feeling about you? Right. Dee is feeling, it's almost like I'm out in the cold here in his energy. It feels like somebody who feels a little bit lost. It's the way it's been shown to me. You know, when you're on the outside looking in and somebody else is having a really nice, lovely time and you're sort of not, that's how he feels. It's almost like he remembers the positive aspects about you and is missing that, which is kind of nice, but they're not in any rush to make any contact. And I feel the reason they're not want to rush into any contact is because they're not on their up. And I feel that there may be a chance situation or a connection. I almost kind of want to say is to reach out, or maybe just a little bit of an olive branch here, just to check, or just say, you know, hi, or some, you know, because I feel that they need to make a need to establish a link here, because they are somebody who will not want to come forward your way soon, if that makes sense. But it's not so much about anything you've done. It's more of a case of them and how they are in that place. So it's almost like I just want to say keep the connection going there with Dee, but there are some really nice feelings that he has towards you, Gem Lady. So keep that energy vibration up, but keep your emotional heart away from that connection, because he doesn't feel like in a place that's going to go anywhere at this moment in time. So just be aware of that. Thank you, love and light. Okay, let's have a look and see who is available. We have Laura, very, very popular psychic, gorgeous, love her red hair, she's fantastic. She's still on a call. We have Marissa available. We have the lovely, lovely Poppy 6885. She would be my hot pick, actually, Poppy, and Poppy and Polly as well. Polly is just divine. Actually, I had a reading with her once. She's lovely. Good psychic 4816. We have Sophie 6698. We have Ruby on 6895. And if you want that male perspective, that really grounded, he does sort of like chakras and, you know, her wealth of experience, we have Joe on 4029. So if you want a like Frida Joy has been a psychic for many years, but on Psychic Today, and she's somebody who just sort of tunes in very quickly, and she has a wealth of experience around her. So if you would like a psychic who's been with Psychic Today for a very long time, then she would be a hot pick about relationships as well. Now we have the lovely Mystic Sarah available, 6135. Now you've just seen, you know, on the Psychic Takeover, how she reads the cards and how quickly she just tunes in. She's been doing this an awful long time. I think she even has her own show. She is somebody who really is a full-time committed psychic, who really works from the heart and, you know, gives the readers that je ne sais quoi, should we say. So that's Mystic Sarah on 6135. Now we have Ellen Leonard available on 6077 and Tracy on 6928, and Sherry has just gone on a call, just missed her now. So we have a lovely stream of psychics. So we know which one are you attracted to. Like we've got these like heads that going up and down. These are our lovely psychics, this carousel of intuitive. Which one are you drawn to? because you've got to kind of like see which, you know, which one kind of resonates with your energy, and then that will be the right one intuitively for you. So let's do another text message. We have, this says, lovely Denise only. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Evening, Denise. Hello. Hello, Virgo Lady. Okay, it says, what's on the way for next few months ahead? Love, travel, house move. Whatever you can pick up. Thanks, Virgo Lady. Okay, let's have a go. What's coming on in the next couple of months ahead for you? I just feel you're very, very busy. You've almost like you've got a lot of things in the pipeline. It's almost like I've got a wish list that is just so vast. It's almost like upstairs in the universe going, how are we going to deliver all this so quickly? I feel that I want to say threes with you. I'm very much drawn to threes. You take on an awful lot, and I feel that everything's just going to start happening. In terms of love, and house move, I feel this is sort of somehow linked in a lot of ways. You can it's about being a little bit patient. That's what I'm feeling in the next few months. It's like with love, house move and travel, it doesn't feel like it's going to be happening. Love, I feel, is going to happen in the next 6 weeks. That's the foundation of it. And the house move is going to, I feel, very much more about January, and the travel's going to be a little bit after that. It's almost like things have been aligned for you, but you have to wait. And that's okay too, because it's about waiting for that new opportunity. It's about, I feel that you're very, Virgo Lady, you are a very spiritual person. You're looking for that inner peace, that dynamic that's going to make you feel very much treasured. And you are somebody who really just wants to master the elements of the whole world. You literally live life at 1,000 miles a minute, which is just fantastic. But the next couple of months, just take it easy. Put your energy on yourself and literally be very clear in your intention of what you want to come in and when. But I just feeling love before December as well. It just feels really nice. I feel this is the long-term partner coming in for you. Thank you, love and light, Virgo Lady. Okay, this is another text message from JH, and it says, hi Denise, love reading for Cancer Guy and me, and when will he reconnect? Okay, let's have a go with Cancer Guy. Okay, come on guys, just have a little chat with my guides here. Right, I actually feel this Cancer guy is actually not left you in any way, shape or form. This is reconnection, is very much in his energy. He thinks about making the reconnection with you. This is somebody who is very much stuck in their head. It's quite a deep soul level connection between the two of you. He's holding it back. He takes things a little bit too seriously. He overthinks. He's somebody who feels that they know what's best for them, but I feel that they're going to make a reconnection, something within the 5. So it's either the 5th of December or within 5 days. But this is almost like when they do, it's almost like they're going to be reaching out, but in a very kind of stilted way. It's almost like a very much of a casual way, but the thoughts and the feelings run quite deep with this Cancer guy, if that makes any sense to you. He's somebody who misses that fun element in their life, and you bring that lightness to him. The relationship's almost like should work because your energies feels very much balanced. There feels a lot of harmony here, just a slight misstep, but I feel this is very much coming from the Cancer guy and not you. But I just trust the universal timing on that reconnection, because it has to be right to make that unionship work. And if it happens too early, they may not be ready. So just trust on this connection as well. And for some reason, I'm getting a K here. There's a K link coming in around you if Cancer guy doesn't step up the way you want him to. Thank you, love and light. And we have, oh, I've just heard we have the lovely Faith Bird, who's just logged in. Faith is lovely, lovely. She's very, very intuitive. I've had a reading with her myself. She just like hits the ground running. She's very, very popular. Been with Psychic Today for quite some time, and she's rarely free to take a call, and she's just logged in. So now would be a really, really good time to get hold of her. And also Mystic Sarah as well. There she is. Faith, she is great. I mean, she just literally, you don't have to say anything to Faith. She just pick up the phone and say hello, and she just goes. And she's very, very quick. She's got a lovely connection with her guides. So now would be a really good time to connect with her. Now, we have the lovely and talented Laura Dulligan, 4775. She's just come off a call. Now, I love the way that this lady reads. She's very intuitive. She knows her stuff backwards. Very much earthy, grounded connection. A lot of good senses that she brings into this. Connection and the healing that she offers in the readings is really quite strong and powerful. So I'd thoroughly recommend Laura for reading. And she's just come available as well. How amazing is that? Now, if you want a male perspective, we have Manalax is available. We have Kevo, who has just logged on, and we have Joe. So if you want to know, how would a man think, or what should I do, or just sort of get that different perspective, then that would be a good tree psychics, male psychics to contact. Okay, so let's have a quick look and see what we have. We have another text message, and this is a mystical call, and it says, TV for Denise, please. Oh, bless you. Love reading, please. Does Catman feature in this? Ooh, right. Thanks, T. Right, okay, let me just tune in here. Does Catman feature in this, in your love reading? Does Catman? Right, I'm feeling a bit of a distance here. Catman. I actually feel a negative on that. This feels like a residual energy. It's like left over. They came in quite strong, quite passionate, but there's a lot of stuff which needs to be worked through. I don't feel, like this one's ready to be ready, and this is somebody which is a little bit kind of like stuck here about moving forward. I don't feel that Catman is going to come forward the way that you would like him at this moment in time. He's got very much high ideals. This is no disrespect or the connection to yourself. This is just a case of him following his intuition. I actually feel you've got somebody else coming in, and this person is going to be a lot different. It's almost like chalk and cheese, and they're really going to take action. When you've had a lot of Catman is very inactive, you're going to have someone who's just going to come in really, really quickly and knows what they want. There's a real kind of go-getting alpha male here that is heading your way. So it's almost like it's okay to let go of Catman and just free up that energy to allow something more substantial. It's almost like, if someone misses an opportunity, the universe then gives another person an opportunity to step in where the other person let you down. So view it as positive. So there we go. Right, so keep those text messages coming in. Now, I do believe we may have, if we are very, very lucky, the beautiful and talented Joanna Scott in the studio soon. So if you'd like to send some text messages in for her, and she will be delighted to take those. Now, let's have a look. We're going to have one more text message with myself, and this is a mystical call, and it says, from Mystical Call, and it says, hi, any love before Christmas? Any information in the sky? Thanks, J Virgo Girl. J Virgo Girl. Right, okay, any man coming in? Okay. I feel that there is going to be a man coming in before Christmas, but not the man that you would want. It just feels like they're coming and going, and that's what I've been shown with the waves. Nothing's going to last. It's almost like So just really kind of like not only focus on yourself, but also of your friendships and your connections, because something really special is coming in for you early in the year. And I'm being very much more drawn to January here. So keep active, keep your energy open, look for that connection, look for the learning and the dynamics that's going to happen between now and December. But you're going to have quite an unusual connection coming in where somebody's going to really strongly choose you and you choose them back. And I feel this very much in around about January time. So thank you, Jay. Virgo girl. Thank you, love and light. Right, okay, so I do believe we have the lovely and talented Jo in the studio. Hello, Jo.
Good evening, darling. How are you?
Fabulous. Thank you very much.
Good. I believe you are heading off
to the Booth of Truth. I would love to.
What's your PIN number again, please?
My PIN number is 6764.
6764. She's going off. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
See you soon. Bye. There she goes. She's been doing a fantastic job manning the fort, looking at all your text messages, talking to other psychics, I believe, on the phones as well. They've been manning the fort too. She's handling over this. Fantastic. She's very talented. And the last time she actually got, Denise went off to the phone line, she got snapped up straight away. And it'll be the same again. She will indeed be snapped up straight away. I don't know what all the questions have been like, so I'm going to be really nosy. We've got a lot of calls coming in. Denise, you're on a mission. Run, 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 run. She's literally going to get snapped up as we speak. She's like, oh. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of things you could trip up over along the way into the booth, which has happened to me many times. She was good, actually, how she did that. It sort of like manoeuvred herself. Laura Dallaghan's on the call, then she's going to go on a break. I've been on a break. I'm going to manage the fort for the next kind of half an hour or so. You've got fantastic psychics on the phones. Raymond Castro Giovanni, that's a mouthful, I can only just remember how to say it. Look at him. I was working with him in the studio, I think a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he's been snapped up, 4765. But it's lovely to have him, studio psychic, on the phones at night. It's now 8 o'clock, we've only got 4 hours left at the end of the show. Faith Bird, another studio psychic, snaps up on the call, 4652. Tracy, 6926, she's been snapped up, and Frida Joy. I said to you, didn't I, previously, I'm surprised that Frida hasn't been snapped up. Well, she has. Now, underneath, I'm looking at the way that people are kind of logged on here. I've got Trisha Hudson on 4679. She'll also be snapped up really quickly too, so I'm surprised she is available. Mystic Sarah's been really busy, 6135, another studio psychic, and she's always literally back-to-back on calls, boom, 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 one after the other. Sherry Anistra, Sophia Angelini, what a beautiful name. Sophia, it's like Sophia Loren, isn't it? I mean, I love that name, and she was like an icon. So Sophia Angelini. For me, it'd be like that would be like the perfect name. I love it. It's very Italian, feels very French, very elegant, very feminine. Because I said to myself, if I had a little girl, I'd call her Sophia. It's a beautiful name. Sophia Angelini. Or Angelica's another one, isn't it? Angelini's beautiful. Sorry, I just love her name. Everybody says that when they say Sophia Angelini. It's beautiful. Kevo, Polly, Katrina, Sarah, Marissa, Poppy, Ruby and Sophie. Now, I said to you that Denise would get snapped up on the phones. But, well, she has been back-to-back on calls when she was busy earlier. Now she's free and available for you again. 6764 is Denise's PIN number, okay? I think that I can hear her phone ringing. Laura's just come off a call, but I think she's going on a break. And I think Denise has just been snapped up, if I've got that correctly, unless I heard the phone somewhere else. Yeah, we don't know what's going on, so forget that. I might have got that wrong. But, oh, Laura's gone back on a call. So Denise is available for you, 6764. Eventually, Laura will go on a break. She'll come back up here, but she's been back-to-back for the last, literally, half an hour. There we go. There's Denise, 6764. Hey. She's going to go on a break if you don't snap her up on a call. And we don't want Denise going on a break. No, we do want Denise going on a break. That's just me going, look, you know. She wants a break, but really she wants to be on a call. So I'm trying to say to you, you know, if she doesn't get snapped up, she's going on a break. A very well-deserved break. Right, shall we have a look at some texts? Shall we? Oh, Manlix has joined us, 4540, another psychic. Right, here we go. Ula, this is for you, Ula. Good evening, Ula. I'm frustrated with Leo. Oh, okay. No contact for 2 months. What's going on with him? Do you see him coming forward, or has he gone? Oh no, 2 months is a long time. And we've got a retrograde, so he should have come forward during a retrograde, and if he's not, then you might find he might not be coming forward. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Ula, have you got any connection with Italy, or any connection with northern Italy, and any connections with bikes with him, or on your own here, and any connection with a river bank or living by the river or water? Anything like that gives you happiness, or anything to do with your link with this guy? Just a question. Let's have a look. Can't see the wood for the trees. Now, in your head, you're going, he is definitely the guy for me. I see this guy as being this wonderful person that I've put on a pedestal. And I truly believe that you have popped him up there. And you're going, oh, he's amazing. I really did think this guy was the one for me. The Two of Swords is normally a card that says, I don't know where I stand with this guy, but I'm not seeing the wood for the trees. Now, you're not thinking, I'm not seeing the wood for the trees, but you're kind of going, I'm not seeing this clearly. I don't quite know what I'm kind of getting from this, and I don't know how to resolve it, but I know that there's something that's not quite right emotionally here with this person, or how I'm feeling. You've then got the Five of Wands, which is conflict, confrontation, and feeling a little bit uneasy. The Page is coming in slyly. The Page is the younger energy, or is he younger in terms of age, coming in and communicating in a logical way, in a practical way, not in an emotional way. You haven't got the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups, you've got the Page of Pentacles, which is logic. The Page is represented by how do I come across in a younger, can't quite express how I'm feeling way, logical. Once he does that, or when he does that, you are basically saying to yourself, I can't quite get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to understand, does he mean he likes me? Does he mean this? So you might overanalyze what he's sending you in a text message, but you have to go back on a logical level and keep it like that. It will lead to something. It will. I'm not sure on dates though. I feel I want to say to you, maybe around about the middle of January, you've got a conclusion, not necessarily a closure, but you've got a conclusion. And there is something about that northern Italy I get with yourself, very strongly so. And I also get a link with bikes and riverbanks. Was that when you first met, went on a date, went for a walk, or when you first connected with one another? It should resonate something quite strongly with you, or it will be brought up again in a topic of conversation. Thank you very much for your text. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I've got anything else there, but I haven't. Okay, let's have a look at another text. Joe, a love reading, and who is texting me and not saying who they are? Any details, Jay? Virgo. Somebody's texting you, but you don't know who that person is. I think I want to say you've got to ask, who is this person? I mean, seriously, if somebody was texting me and I didn't have a clue who it is, I get that with clients. I'm like, I'm sorry, with regards to your reading, I can't remember everybody, and I don't save everybody's names. So I feel I want to say to you, you must ask. It's going to be somebody that you've had a connection with in the past, because it's an ex. It's going to be somebody that came in and disappeared out of your life rather quickly, and you didn't get a resolution and you didn't get a closure. I also want to be shown here about 3 months. I feel I want to go back to the early stages of this year to that person. I want to give you the summer as well of this year, 2018. I also want to feel that, you might have not got an ending, so they're coming in being very inquisitive about feelings, about emotions, and about how you're emotionally feeling yourself. It could be a good thing, I'm not going to lie. It can also be a feeling here where you're kind of going, do you know what, I need to know the answer. But I'm also wanting to say to you, I don't really think you really cared enough about this person, or you got over them very quickly when you realised they weren't interacting back with you. So you basically said to yourself, I'm just going to move on, or in my mind emotionally, I need to move on here. And I feel that's what you've done. Thank you very much for your text. Now, Laura's on a call. She is. You've got Frida Joy, Faith, Tracy, Raymond, Castro Giovanni also on a call as well. Zariah Wade has joined us. Manalix has joined us. Trisha Hudson's joined us. Kevo, Polly, Sarah, Marissa, Poppy, Ruby, all available and just joined us. So Sophie's come off a call, Katrina's come off a call, Sophia Angelini's come off a call, Anistra Sherry, and Ellen Leonard, which leaves Tracy, Raymond, Frida Joy and Faith, and of course Laura Dallaghan, all on calls this evening. Keep the calls coming in. I'm working with the Rider-Waite cards tonight, 78 of them in the deck, and I'm just going to keep working with them with astrology and your questions to give me your connection. I love reading. Oh, sorry, that's Virgo. I was just about to read that out again. Do we have any more texts? Oh, we can have a look at. I'm a great believer. I'm just going to say this actually. I'm a great believer in. I tell you, I've been told Psychic Sarah is going to be actually taking over for the next 5 minutes. So let me hand you over to her. She's going to be looking at your text messages. I'm going to have a bit of a break. Join me back here in the next 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Take care.
Thank you to the lovely Jo. Right, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all having a good evening. Well, obviously you're watching the show, so let's have a good one, okay? I'm Psychic Sarah. I'm a studio psychic. I was actually in at the weekend, and I'm actually in again this weekend, which is going to be rather lovely, which is all when the Advent sort of start of Christmas really starts to kick off, doesn't it? Anyway, how do I work? Very much, I'm a natural psychic. I work with very much with what I hear, feel, and see around me. But I do love to use my cards, my pendulum. I use a whiteboard. I've got dice I made. I mean, it's endless. I'm always having a go at making something else. And I've actually got another new set of cards out today, which are quite lovely. If I just give you a little look at them, if you particularly want there, just put new or something, you know, in the spread. I always go for cards that have to be sort of quite bright and lovely, okay? So they are really smashing cards, and I really do quite like them. Okay, they're Denise Lynn cards. Anyway, in the meantime, nothing like showing you how I work, okay? So I've got a text. I assume this is now one new one on here for me, which would be lovely. And I'll show you how I read. Basically, what happens is Mr. P puts the text up. I give you roughly about a minute's guidance on it, okay? So it's a real snippet on how we work, really, okay? So, and then you can sort of, you know, I'm not logged on yet, but once I've come off taking the quick 5-minute takeover, I shall then be logged on, ready to take on your calls, okay? So in the meantime, let's have a little look. Relationship reading, please. I think I might have misread Aquarius energy for me. He's very hot and cold. Does he want something more than friendship with me, more or? I can't actually read the rest, Mr. P, on my screen, so... or should I move on? Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, Mr. P. I'm just going to read again. Relationship reading. Thinking I might have misread Aquarius energy for me. It's very hot and cold. Does he want something more than relationship with me, or should I move on? Okay, right. There's a little look. What I am being given, as I then sort of tune into you, because I work very much with my guides and sort of what I hear, feel and see. What I'm sort of feeling at the moment, I've just sort of got this sort of real sort of high frustration around you, because, you know, the fact he's blowing hot and cold, you know, and it's so changeable, a bit like the weather, I think. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, literally 1 minute he seems very attentive and you think, yes, this is the way to go. And the next thing you think, he's a real old cold fish, is what I'm being told. Anyway, let's have a look what the cards are giving you. Because I do like... I've still got the love around you, so as far as I'm concerned, what the cards are giving me, let's have a little look. Right, in the here and now, I've still got the love card, okay, but interestingly, it looks like there's a few choices around you, so, you know, I suppose there's that little bit, choice, do I stay, do I go? But I think what I'm being given here is almost like the good outruns the not so good stuff, okay? I've very much got you stepping a little bit into the unknown, so this is possibly just where that relationship is at the minute. But let me just show you, my pivot card and the outcome is the Destiny card. So, is this your guide? Let's have a little look. Well, straight away, pop the pendulum on there, and it is giving me a rather lovely energy. So, do you know what? I wouldn't quite throw the towel in yet, okay? Have a great evening, and thank you very much. Right, I shall go straight on to another text, okay? Hi, can you look at Taurus Ray, please? How does he feel at the minute? What's going on around him, please? Thank you, Saggy Girl. Thank you very much, Saggy Girl, and good evening to you. So, Saggy Girl, let's have a little look. So, we want to look at Ray Taurus. I'll show you what I'm doing. here on my board, I've literally popped, as you can see, Saggy Girl and Ray Taurus. Okay, so you'll just have to trust me on what you can see with this, on where I'm sort of looking at this. So I just want to see generally what the energy, feelings, etc. is, between the pair of you. Okay, as soon as I put the pendulum on there, it's actually giving me quite a strong energy. So what that, as far as I'm concerned, is a good baseline as to where you're going. The longer I leave it, it appears to be building in a good way. So let me just pull a few cards, and I'm going to pull a few cards and the guidance for here, and then I'm going to pull just one of my new ones to see what else you need to know about that. Okay, so let's have a look about you and Ray. Okay, right. I want to say, because I'm being told here, very much to do with communication. So I'm assuming you do tell Ray how you sort of feel about him, because I sort of feel I feel the connection's good. I feel the feelings, I always want to say are as strong as how you feel towards him. It's what I'm being given. I feel there's I know it's a Christmas period coming up, so there's often do's, but I've got a do around you that seems to be very important that you go, and I'm assuming you'll be with Ray with this. And I want to say this is, I believe, is within the next week. Okay, but this, and I just feel from this, it's almost like having that greater understanding of where you both are. So let's have a little look with the cards. I'd say these other ones are Denise Lynn cards. I rather like them, so I'm just going to draw you one card to see what we've got about this. Okay, I love it. I'll try and show you. Can you see this? It's about following your bliss. Okay, so put it out to the universe. As you know, anyone who know how I read, I love how the universe works, the moon, the energies and things like that. Okay, so that's literally navigating to the stars. So put your thoughts out to do with you and Ray and just see what comes back. Okay, so listen to ask your thoughts, what come back with. Thank you very much. Okay, right, let me just clear my board. So I'm going to do another text or anything. Or Mr. P, have I got another text? Yep, I have. Hi. Met D Sagittarius last Friday. What does he think of me? Thanks. The Capricorn. So that's so it's a Capricorn and Sagittarius. So your Sagittarius is D. So let's look. Right. So you met last Friday. Okay, so it's only a few days ago. What does he think of me? Right, as I'm doing into this, I'm being told, I think you picked up on quite a nice energy there generally between the pair of you two. So did you not make another date? Because I felt there was that sort of almost like almost unspoken thing. I assume you exchanged phone numbers from what I'm being given here. Energy between you two is quite lovely. Nice strong energy. So I believe more to come. So I think he liked what he saw, and I'm being told that you exchanged numbers. So have you not heard from him yet? But anyway, let's see what the cards are giving you around this. Okay, well, I've got the love card coming in. I've got the new beginnings in the card, and I've got the strength card. And as I'm being sort of shown the strength card, I'm being told keen. So well, there you go. So I'm assuming there will be another. I say a date because I don't think you actually went on a date, although you met, didn't you? Sort of thing. So, but anyway, numbers, if they haven't been exchanged, I'm assuming they're going to be, but I've sort of got it as if they've already been exchanged. But there's always ways of tracking people down, isn't there? Anyway, thank you very much. Have a good evening. Okay, well, I should say, I'm now going to log on. Hang on, I can do it right now while in front of your eyes, so then you'll know I'm here and ready to write. I am available to take your calls, okay? So, and I shall do a takeover again later on. So back to the lovely Jo, I assume. So have a good evening. Hopefully to speak to you soon.
Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. I haven't seen Sarah for ages. She's based over in Cyprus. Beautiful time this year. And there's me going, is she... I didn't know she was talking to me. I was thinking, oh, no, there she is. So she's gone. She's now taking calls. She's been back to back on your text messages as well. Done a fantastic job. Psychic Sarah, her PIN number again is 4009. Okay, so let's have a look at some more texts. I just want to double check which ones we've done, which ones we haven't done. They've all been done. Right, we've got some new ones coming up, but let me just let you know who's available. Now, we've got, behind myself, you've got this lovely lady. okay, because representing everything you need to know about the Mystical app. Okay, your personal psychic companion app, Mystical indeed. You can download it Google Play or literally on your app on your phone. Get exclusive access to our psychics. You can indeed watch the show live. Text the show directly from the app. It's only £1, unless you top up your tarot tokens, then that one's free. Get your readings cheaper. They are a lot cheaper because obviously you're working on tokens as well. Full control over your spending. And free to register and very easy to use. Okay, so available from the App Store and Google Play. So this is the Mystical Mystical app that we've got here, and it is so easy. You can top up, you can watch live, you can look at the schedule, you can text the show, you can actually text the psychic. It gets very personal. You can look at the psychics that you can actually physically text on your phone, back onto your phone, and it is so much cheaper. You know when you text 87777 into the show, it's £1.50. This is only £1. There's a big difference. If you add it up and you think about how many texts you normally send to the show, or even to your friends, I would actually get a calculator out and start adding up. It makes a big difference to your savings. Also as well, you have it all on your phone. And it's all personal. Everything that we have in our lives now is all on our phone, isn't it? It's literally our whole life. Our whole life is in this little gadget that we carry around with us 24/7. So that's our wonderful Mystical app. You can get it from the App Store and obviously from Google Play as well. Okay. So I've just noticed there's a whole lot of psychics that have just joined us, like Natasha Williams, 4617 has just joined us. Zariah Wade, 6910. Gertrude Irish, 6325. Ruth Vidente, wow, welcome. 4513. Again, a psychic's been with us for, I think, the duration of the show, 14, 15 years? 4513, she's been with us pretty much from day one, and she is still a true, wonderful blessing to the show. Very, very busy, back-to-back with calls. Has an array of followers and also clients from all over the world, literally. Psychic Sarah, who we had the takeover with, 4009, is available to take your call. Manelix as well. Ellen Leonard, so I was going to say Adam Leonard, but Ellen Leonard, 6077, my apologies. Manelix 4540. Frida Joy 4636. Anistra, Trisha Hudson, Sarah Kevo, Sophia Angelini, Sophie Ruby Poppin Marissa. You've got so many choices. You see, if you've got this Mystical app, you can see all those psychics that I've just mentioned to you available and actually click on their profile to see what they're all about. And you'll then get an idea if that's the sort of psychic you want to tune into. Because some people go, oh, this person looks like the sort of person I want to tune into. And then they have a look at their profile and read all about them and they think, actually, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Just literally have a look, shop around. That's what we say, shop around for the best psychic who is for you personally. Okay. Now, let's have a look. Is the next text coming in from Saggy Lady? Is that right? Ah, wonderful. So this has come in from Mystical, our app. Can I have a general reading, please? Anything you see for me, love and light, Sagittarius Lady. Lovely. Let's have a look. Okay. Sometimes we get, let's have a look. Sometimes I get a kind of a combination of lots of things coming in for you, or a combination of various energies. But for you, I kind of sense that you're letting go of something that's been quite close to you emotionally for the last 4 months. There's a major decision you're making. When I say you're making, I don't feel anybody else is making this decision. You're making this decision. The Queen, when I lay out the Queen, she's the one that rules the roost, or she's the one that makes all the decisions, and she kind of like makes things happen, and she knows what she wants. She's very proud, you know, she's very much like, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm heading, this is who I am, this is how you are. Now you're probably going, but I don't feel like that at the moment, Joe. I don't really feel like I know who I am, where I'm going, but you will. When you get shown the Queen of Swords, she is the one in charge. She is the one that lets you really make the biggest decisions possible, and makes you realise that you are in power and in position here. The Star is a new beginning, which happens at the beginning of the year, next year, and the Strength card's passing an exam, or being satisfied with what we've accomplished from where we need to go and where we need to be in this position and in this place. And the Strength card is normally very much a case of power, emotion, power, emotion, power. So you're going to sort of switch and change from feeling emotional to powerful to feeling emotional to feeling powerful. And you may go in between those two emotions, and you may kind of go, oh, this feels a bit strange. I'm not sure how I'm going to really feel about this. I'm not sure what to do. But because you're switching from one to the other, the energy is very powerful. It's down to what you decide and where you want to go as well. It's really good. Okay, thank you very much for your text. Joe, love reading. Any details? Meetups with the 19th of the 10th, 1986. I just had to read that the other way around because it's not the 10th and the 19th. The 19th of the 10th, 1986. What is he thinking of me? Are you seeing a meeting you put here? Thank you. 2nd of April, 1979. So you are in a 8-year of progression. And this person, 19, 29, 30, 31, is in a 4-year, I think that's right, 29, 30, 31, is in a 4-year of distance. It's very hard for you to meet up because this Libran has been really, really quite indecisive, not just because he's a Libran. Very, very indecisive, not really sure about what he wants, where he's going. And you've got somebody who's quite hard to kind of pin down. You've got a really, 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 really strong, powerful Libran who's got a lot of Aquarius in his chart that needs time out on his own to think, to digress, to kind of look at things in a way that he needs to kind of move forward and progress. But when you look at a relationship with him in the year 4, he's all over the shop. He's like, oh, I don't know what I want. I've got to move house. I've got to change my job. I don't really feel I'm centered. I don't really feel like I'm secure. I don't really feel this. I don't really feel that. I'm like, woo, where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I seeing? And he can come across very, I guess, unpredictable, where we have no control over this person's energy, or we really don't know what to do with this person. But with regards to yourself, you're an Aries born Cancer. So you need an understanding and a reassurance, and the Aries in you needs answers, and I want to chase this person, and I need to know where I stand, and I'm going to be blunt, I'm going to be black and white, which is the opposite of him, and the Cancer in you needs reassurance. So with that, you are going, come on, give me more on this. And you just feel lost emotionally. You just feel like you're losing a battle here because he's floating off and doing his own thing and possibly being very hard to relate to or being very hard to understand. And you must remember that is not your fault. It is how he is and how he just seems to come across all the time in lots of areas. Okay, so he thinks that you're really good for him, but he doesn't want to get too emotionally attached. He sees the emotion and he's going, is that really what I'm ready for? I've only just come out of something. Can I give you the emotion that you require and seek, or do I just need to stay friends? Have a look at that in April, because yeah, he's going to be bouncing backwards and forwards until that time, 2019 of April, that is. I've got retrograde in March, by the way. First week of March, all the way through until about the middle to the end of March, where retrogrades are about transforming back into the past, thinking about the past, lapsing back and kind of going, oh, can't do this, da, da, da. All sorts of feelings, all sorts of emotions, not sure what to do. But for you, it's about getting to the core of this with how emotionally he is connecting to you. Is it what you want? Okay. 22nd of the 11th, 79, Scorpio with Cancer. Hi there. Could I have a love reading, please? Thank you so much. Lots of love and light to you. Thank you. 22nd 11 is 33, 34, 35. You're in an 8 going into a 9. At the moment you're thinking of an ex, the moment you're thinking of somebody that you want to reach out to, but it ended really badly. Now, the Three of Swords is an ending that kind of came as a bit of a shock, and it came about where you either had no control over that situation, or you really thought to yourself, I don't know what to do. I can't seem to resolve that feeling or this emotion, and I didn't know what to do when it came to an end either. Sometimes when we get shown that, it's normally an indication of either we have to move away and find something else that works for us, or we need to relook at it and get closure. That might be what's happening actually at the moment for you. Yes, I need logic, I need closure, the 9 of Pentacles. The Devil card is obsessing. Your mindset can be obsessive. Your mindset can be thinking all the worst possible things, and the Devil can be obsessing, thinking, obsessing and thinking. toxic, obsessive. So your mind is just going, oh no, I can't control my mindset. It keeps thinking of all sorts of things. The internet has come up to release yourself, to date, and to find people that find you attractive, and you're getting some good vibes, and you're getting some good things coming back to you from this, or how they're mentioning about your photo, how you look, and how you come across. The Knight of Pentacles is a younger gentleman coming here of an earth sign, and somebody who's coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 5 weeks, a month and a half. But you keep bringing up the same stuff. Either you keep going, I hope this is not going to be like my ex, or you keep saying, I really miss my ex. I still feel a connection. But when I look at your ex Page of Cups, I'm getting somebody who's a bit immature here. I'm also getting somebody here who doesn't even know how to talk in terms of your connection. And when you get a page, he's normally a lot younger, a lot more immature. The Cups is emotional, or he's actually being a little bit kind of too introvert or too into his own emotions and into his own thoughts. So you're being sort of pushed inwardly with his own thoughts, that you're going, oh my gosh, what's going on? I feel lost with this person, or I can't sort him out, or I don't know how he feels about me. But I really like this earth sign. Comes in like a Gemini, probably on the cusp, Gemini, Taurus, whatever that is, or however that's making you feel. Thank you very much. Okay. A reading, please, for me. You, my lovely, are the 2nd of the 664. You are a Gemini born Aries. Nice. Initial G. G is the 14th of the 11th, 78. Scorpio, Gemini. Now, when you look at the middle of November, it normally relates to kind of a very strong Scorpio Sagittarius. So you could be almost like a Sagittarius Gemini. You've got fire air, and you've got this person here where you are a Gemini with an Aries. You've got a really good mix. In a 1 year, that's for you. You're in a 1 year of new beginnings. And you're looking at 25 to the 6, 27. You're looking at a 9 year of endings with your initial G. Right. Okay. You want a new life. You came out of an ending last year. Last year was about letting go, saying goodbye to the past, releasing yourself from the past, and going away from the past that made you feel trapped or made you feel really, really blocked, very upset, very restricted. You also probably didn't know what you wanted last year, so you had to go through that whole phase to resubmit yourself to the world. You met this guy G, and G was in a relationship, came out of a relationship, went in a relationship, came out of a relationship. And G then thought, right, I'm going to say goodbye to this person because I feel it's not really what I want, or it's not working for me. And you came along. So when you get a 9 and a 1 together, it normally means the person who's in the year 1 wants to move forward and is ready to, because they've had all the past stuff. But because you're a Gemini, you're going through your transition. You've still got eclipses, eclipsing people out of your life that no longer serve you, not very good for you, etc., etc. G is a Scorpio with, again, Gemini. And the Gemini energies are letting go of somebody from the past, saying goodbye, releasing, and not offloading, but just pushing that person away emotionally. And with all that, it's almost like I'm going, you two might not get one another, okay? It can be a case of you don't really get one another's emotions, or basically you're there and he's over here still releasing. And then you move forward and then he's sort of like moving forward and he's going back again. I think you've got a bit of a dance routine going on here. All right, nothing bad, but just a dance routine. Lynn, the only thing I can say to you at the moment is you've got quite an intense guy, and then you've got somebody who's really scared. And maybe when you see that a little bit more, you will ask yourself, is there enough? And it can be enough, as long as you are going by his rules and his wavelength, and how long it takes for him to want to be in a relationship, because it can be quite a long stint or a long time. Thank you very much for your text. Okay. Now, I've just been told Denise has logged on again. She's had her break, come back, free and available on 6764. This is Denise. There she is, a very well-deserved break. She's looking at relationships. And what do you need to be... Oh, I think my chair's moving up and down here. What do you need to be free of? Or what do you... I think that's what her topic was. What do you need to be free of? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to embrace in your life? I'm still intrigued, as I think she's working with the Aleister Crowley deck. I'm going to ask her. It's annoying me, actually. If I've got that wrong, then I'm obviously confusing with another deck of cards, but I think it's the Crowley deck. Thoth deck. That's what it is. It's the Thoth deck. That's what I'm feeling it is. Right, now, As always, every now and again, we talk to a lot of psychics on the home phone lines. And I've been told that I'm going to be speaking to a psychic at home. She is a psychic that's been working with us for many, many years. You know her very well sought after, and very popular and in demand. She works incredibly hard. I am not exaggerating. It is Ruth Vidente. Ruth, good evening.
Hello, Joe. Lovely to talk to you. You okay?
I'm very good. How are you? Are you well? Thank you.
I'm good. I'm just getting over a right sore throat, and I'm feeling a bit hoarse sounding rather, but yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
It's been going around, hasn't it? I feel like...
Yeah, I've had it for about... Well, it must be going on 3 weeks, and I just can't seem to get rid of it. Sounding huskier by the day.
Wow. Sometimes that can sound good. I was going to say you sound really well. But I know it's been going around a lot. A lot of people have said they've had it for like 3 weeks, a month. The kids have had it for the same. It's not nice, is it? But hopefully you're up and running again and you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
How things, we're still going through, it's really annoying, Ruth. We've had a Venus retrograde, then we've had a Mercury. I mean, that's just annoying. It's just rude, as I call it. It's just wrong.
It's more than a person can stand.
Yeah, do you know, it's not even funny, is it? I know. And the worst of it is...
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. And it's the month before Christmas. I mean, that's just rude, isn't it? It is. And I thought to myself, well, we're nearly at the end of it, and I can feel we're coming through a breakthrough period, which is wonderful. So have you felt the backlog of the kind of Venus retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, the full moon in Gemini, the changes in Scorpio and changes in Libra? Have you felt all that over the last sort of month and a half? 2 months it's been, Ruth. Oof.
Yeah. I'm no astrologer, but I know with my moods, and I know how I am and how the calls are. I know when things are going on and happening, and I knew we'd got one thing after another. And if I remember right, I don't think we're really clear, are we, till sort of just after Christmas time.
Yeah, you're absolutely 100% spot on, because it goes direct. It's in Sagittarius and it goes into Scorpio, so it's quite intense. And that's kind of like the first week of December, then it goes direct. But it is true, the retrogrades are heavy the month before and the month after. So we could have until the new year. That's just brilliant, isn't it? Let's be positive.
Yeah,
let's be positive.
We could hibernate till after.
That's what I was thinking,
January.
Shall we? That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've got another one, Ruth, in March. How beautiful is that?
Oh, great. My birthday's slammed in the middle of all that.
Is it? When's your birthday? Do you mind me asking?
27th of December. And my she'll be 3 this year, 3-year-old granddaughter, she was born on my birthday. I kept joking. She arrived a week early, and I said, she'll come on my birthday. She said, no, she won't, Mum, she won't. I said, yes, she will. We're all due to go out for my birthday meal, and the son-in-law phones up, sorry, Ruth, we're in the hospital. So she was born on my birthday.
Oh, that's beautiful. It was meant to be. Oh, there's a little mini you floating around, Ruth.
I'll tell you what, things I can't say here, but you wouldn't believe it for 3. You would not believe it.
Is she like you? Is she? Is she really like you?
Yeah. Yeah,
is she? I love that.
So, yeah.
Oh, she must be a beautiful soul then.
As well.
Really?
Sorry?
She must be a beautiful soul. She must be.
She's way, way above her years. If you heard her talking, you'd think she was 5 or 6, Joe.
Yeah, but you are. I don't mean you're really old, by the way.
I'm ready for retiring. I'm 65 at Christmas.
Oh, stop it. You can't leave us. Don't you go nowhere. I'll be phoning you.
I couldn't, Joe. I'd feel lost to death. I might ease my hours back a little bit.
Yeah.
But it will be lovely to have a little bit of time to go back to my things that I've not had time to do, my reading, my studying, and with work, and also with my cross-stitching and things that I've not really had a chance to do. So I shall still be here. You won't be getting rid of me.
Thank you. I feel blessed. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm all right now. I was getting a bit flustered there, Ruth. I was like, oh my gosh, I can feel a panic coming on.
No, I'm going to be around here till you've had enough of me.
Do you know what? We've been here now, how many years? 14 years? 15? No, 14?
Yeah.
And nobody has ever got sick of you. So listen, do another 14. That would be amazing. Ruth, we've got a text, my lovely. Would you be okay? I think you're going to be answering it. There's me just putting an assumption out there. Yeah, I think, okay. This is coming from a Scorpio, so this will be interesting. And it's really nice, actually, because this person's put here, when will I hear from a Pisces man, please? Thanks, from Scorpio, with a kiss. Thank you.
Thank you, Scorpio. Okay. The first thing that I get here, my love, is it will come in, but I've got to say this, I've got to be honest, as I always am. I feel that this situation pulls you down, it pulls your energy down. You will get your communication. I would say your communication should be in, my love, round about the next 7 or 8 days. But the one thing I would like to say to you is, you know, the only way I can put it clearly and openly and honestly is, I feel that you deserve so much more than you're getting from this situation, my love. An awful lot going on here, and have confidence in yourself and know that you are special and that you're worthy. And, you know, if this doesn't turn out as you want with this Pisces person, then don't worry, because you have got something very, very good coming in for you, my love. Thank you for that.
Oh, that's actually that's lovely words as well. I've got another one that's come up for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have another look. Oh, in a couple of seconds. Bear with us. How long are you going to be with us for, by the way? Are you going to be with us for the end of the night?
I'm going to be here till about 10ish.
Good for you. Another hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I have been staying on till 11, but since I've had my cold, I've chopped it back a little bit, but I shall be back to normal soon.
Absolutely. No, you take your time. It's absolutely shattering when you've got a cold. I know exactly what you mean. It drains you, doesn't it?
I feel exhausted all the time, like 90.
I haven't even got a cold and I'm exhausted all the time. There's no excuse over here. So you're not alone. I've got another text message here from a lovely lady called Sophie. Okay.
Yeah.
This is coming from our Mystical app, and she's put here, could I have a lot of love questions, Ruth. Could I have a love reading too, please? Thank you, from the lovely Sophie, and she's giving you a kiss. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sophie. A big kiss back to you, my love. Let's have a look what we've got going on for you. Okay, straight away as I look around your energy, my love, I feel that between Christmas and the New Year, right bang smack in the middle, so I would say we're looking from only a guideline, love, but I would say we're looking round about Christmas Eve right through up until just after New Year's Eve. It does feel as though you have got somebody new coming in, somebody showing you a great deal of interest, and I feel it's somebody that is not actually a stranger to you, but somebody that you wouldn't have thought about, because whatever's been going on around you recently, you're going into a new period, and I think it's time for change and for a new person to come in. So it is looking good, and I think you're feeling that things have been a bit drab, a bit staid, but as we're going through from Christmas into the new year, grab it with both hands, because I think the spring is going to be a really nice time for you. The things that you've been wanting and waiting for a long time feel as though they're heading your way, my love. So thank you for your question.
Oh, thank you so much, Ruth. It's been an absolute pleasure. Now, is there...
It's lovely talking to you.
It's always lovely speaking to you. What do you feel before we say goodbye? Do you think there's a bit of a trend going on at the moment, coming up to Christmas? I'm feeling at the moment people are just trying to... They're not so much talking about Christmas as we normally get this time of year, but people are just trying to find out about just somebody else, just that one person, what's going on. It's quite... we're getting quite sort of straightforward questions, aren't we, really, at the moment? Are you finding that?
Usually we do get a lot by now about Christmas. And for me, I seem to get a lot where it's families and problems with families and it being Christmas. As you probably know, I'm not a great Christmas lover for several reasons. So I tend to get a lot of those calls. But at the minute, what I seem to be getting is people that are really fed up with relationships where they are giving and giving and giving and getting very little back. And if you've got to do all the giving and nothing's coming back, then we're all special. And if that's what's happening to you, then seriously look at what you are being given as well as what you are giving, because maybe it's time to start and look anew. So yeah, you're spot on, Joe. We are getting a lot of calls where it is more on a one-to-one situation rather than around Christmas.
Yeah, there is. It's interesting. I'm not even feeling Christmas yet. I think I will the day before.
No, like I say, I'm not a lover of Christmas.
No, I'm too much into my work and very practical. But I'd rather help people at Christmas rather than actually think of myself. I'm very close to my family, but I'm with you on that totally. Now, I don't want you to damage that lovely voice of yours. So it's a bit of a catch-22 because you want to work until 10 o'clock and you might, I don't want you to lose your voice. So
I've got loads of water and loads of juice at the side of me, Joe.
That's what I was going to ask you. I
Drink
felt the
gallons.
mother in me was coming out there. Do you have a lot of drink? And hopefully you'll have a lovely evening and keep that gorgeous voice
thank
of
you.
yours.
Thank you. It's lovely to speak to you, Joe.
You too, my lovely. Speak soon, won't we?
Take care.
Take care.
God bless. Bye, love.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? She's born on the 27th of December. She's got a granddaughter on the same day. How special is that? I love Capricorns. One of my long-term, this is going to sound strange, ex-boyfriends was born on the 27th. He was hysterical. They are really upbeat about life. And I find people that are born on the 27th, when I've done readings for people born on the 27th of December, or like I said, my ex-partner, those Capricorns are hilarious. They are real go-getters and they're very driven with their work in a comical way. So it's like, when you speak to Ruth, you'll get a lot of laughter. She'll make you feel really good. Very straight to the point, very black and white. They are very black and white. You get nothing wishy-washy about them. And you know where you stand with them as well. So you're going to get your answers. And that's what I love about Ruth Vidente. She's logged on to pin number 4513 is her number, actually. Sherry's just joined. No, Sherry's actually just come off the last call, 6925. Zariah Wade, Gertrude Irish, Trisha Hudson, Sarah Poppy and Kevo have all just joined us. Polly Marissa, Raymond, Psychic Sarah are all on calls tonight, as well as the lovely Denise, 6764. I'm going to have a look at a couple of more calls, couple of more texts. And then I'm sure I'll probably log on to the phones after. But let's have a look. This is coming in from Jay, who's a Virgo. Joe, any love for me for Christmas? Our first Christmas question that I've had tonight, because we've been looking at a lot of compatibilities and just asking about the other person. But this is the first Christmas question. Thank you. Joe, any love for me for Christmas? What can you tell me about him? Thank you, from Jay, Virgo girl. Well, I can't promise you're going to have your soulmate at Christmas, because I don't feel that necessarily, but you're going to date. Now, Virgos are not going to meet the love of their life astrologically at Christmas time. I know I'm looking at your text and you're going, I want a man before Christmas, Joe. Give me that man. Give me the descriptions. I want this. Now, that's very Virgo, give me this, not as in demanding, details. You're going to have dates, my lovely. Your relationships will really flourish in March, April next year. Okay, this Christmas is about your work. This Christmas is about how you spend it with your loved ones that you know and have had a long-term relationship with for years. So mum, dad, siblings. Okay, you're going to get to a conclusion, or you're going to reach a conclusion where your energy around your work is going to be satisfying. And then at the end of the year, from the 20th of December to the 29th, I think it's around that time before New Year, you are really going to enjoy spending time with one particular person, or two people, and also 4 with friends that are going to be massively social with dates. And I'm not saying you're going to some speed dating event or anything like this. It is attached to your friends of events that you're going to or places you're going to that you really, really enjoy. You feel a bit sort of, this is the thing with Christmas, it puts a lot of pressure on all of us to be really happy. And the Ace of Cups is always about bringing something to a head emotionally. It's also making us aware of things that we have to be looking at on a different dimension. We're kind of going, everybody else is happy. Their relationships are really good, so why can't I be really happy? There's lots of questions that you are asking yourself. But I'm also being shown in a really nice way here that you're going to spend it with some serious quality people. You've got a date coming up with an older gentleman, just like in those dates I was saying to you, 20th to the 29th, I think it is, just before New Year. And the 7 of Pentacles is working your way up the career ladder. So this is normally like you're working your way up to something, to accomplish something. So when you work your way up, you're kind of going, okay, I want this, I've got this. I want this, I've got this. You're basically doing something for yourself that you're seeing results with your work. And that's why I was saying to you at the very beginning of the reading, something with your work that's really going to take off. There is a beautiful 2 ladies around you, 2 females that are going to bring you into something social, and then 4 other females in total, including yourself, that you're going to have a great time with, and you're going to have some serious dating going on at the end of the year. Love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. There's nothing that's saying to me, block, block, block. I'm being open. And it's lovely. It really is. Okay? February, March next year. Love time for you. Okay. Oh, now this chap hasn't logged on to the phone lines, or I haven't seen him for ages. It's Ashley Summers. Ashley 4018. There he is. Lovely guy. Lovely, lovely, soft and gentle energy. Really, really, really likes to connect with people on a deeper emotional level. 4018 is his PIN number. You've got Grace 4637. She's just logged on as well. Grace is renowned for relationships. She's renowned for looking at people on a very, very, very deep, again, emotional level. And you've got Victoria. She's also logged on. I don't know where her picture is actually. 6198. I'm just trying to look at her scrolling up on the right hand side. But you've got Ashley. You've got Grace. Who's that lovely lady? Is that Victoria? No. Okay, don't worry about Victoria. Okay. Did I have to repeat that? Ashley Summers, Grace, Malachi, Sherry, Ruth Vidente, Gertrude Irish, Zariah Wade, Malalix, Kevo, Sophia Angelini, Tracy, Trisha Hudson, Sarah, Poppy. There we go. Right, you guys can text Mystical app, yeah? It's only £1 on the text, not 150. 150 is 87777 to get through to the show. But through the Mystical app, it is only £1. Get exclusive access to our psychics. Watch the show live. Okay. Text the show directly from the app. That's exactly what I'm on about. Get your readings cheaper, full control over your spending, and free to register and very easy to use. Available from the App Store and Google Play. Okay, one and the other. Your personal psychic companion app, your Mystical. Okay, all good. Happy days, as they say. Happy days. Right. So, should we go with another text? Hi, Joe. Is Aquarian thinking much about me? Reading for December, please. Thanks, Initial L. Let's have a look. Oops. Okay. When we look at emotion and when we look at situations, we kind of see things a little bit easier, a little bit better, a little bit clearer. You know, it's like you're building yourself back up again. You're building the bridges to communicate on a better level, or even to be a little bit more realistic, or maybe being a bit hopeful in how you communicate to this person. They are thinking about their work. They are indulging in their work. Ten of Pentacles is all about work. Too frightened to open up, too frightened to know what to say. Page of Swords is hiding themselves behind a facade or a mask, which can be what's happening with the page. The Queen of Swords is, I am determined to reach out and talk. The Queen is an air sign, which is you, being an Aquarius. I'm going to talk to this person and see what I get back in return. Now, it's showing me when you do, you get drama. Now, what that normally means is if you're trying to get a message across, or you're trying to open up, and this person is, whether they're creating drama or whether they are bringing in or making you feel very dramatic or like an emotional roller coaster. It can be something they say that you go, oh, that doesn't make sense, or that didn't really make me feel happy. But the Page of Cups is then bringing in emotion. So you've got two people here, one air sign, one water sign. That's the guy that you're asking about is coming in as being quite aggressive or verbally not being nice. And then the Cups is where the emotional side is really strong, and it's emotionally making you feel stable and secure. Okay, so you've got two. It's the emotional one that's good, but I don't think he's verbally saying something. J 13678 double Gemini was going to move back to West Midlands, but also thinking about going back to Scotland, where I'm from. I'm also undecided due to many things. Any guidance? Okay. 19, 20, 21. Well, next year he's going to move anyway, because it is in his year of house moves and taking risks. So the house move risk-taking year is normally on a kind of an unpredictable, and then it's a predictable. So it can feel like, I'm not sure when I want to move. Right, I'm going to move. And that would be probably February into, I would say, about February, March, April, May. You've got 4 months, February till May. You've got... I always give timings and slot times. You've got that timing there of the 4 months where I suddenly make a plan. I'm suddenly going to make something happen, and then I'm going to go, boom, let's really make this move in the right direction, and let's see how I feel emotionally and on a structured level. It can be the best thing ever for you. It can also make you feel really upbeat. It can also make you feel really good as well. So I'm hoping the changes that he makes to move coincide nicely with how you're feeling emotionally or where you are in your life at the moment. All right, thank you very much for your text. Okay. So, what's going on? Denise is on a call. I don't know if Laura's coming up here or if she's taking another call or... Oh, she's on a break? My apologies. Oh, my apologies. So you've got Poppy, you've got Sarah, you've got Kevo, Sophia Angelini, you've got Tracy, Trisha Hudson, Manalix, Zariah Wade, Gertrude Irish, Malachi, Sherry, Ruth Vidente, Victoria, Ashley Summers, Grace, and Charlotte Clark. She has indeed. I'm just going, Charlotte Clark. Charlotte Clark has joined us tonight. 4687. She hasn't been with us for ages. And when she logs on, that lady is back-to-back on calls. We are very, very busy tonight. Raymond Gastro Giovanni has been back-to-back on calls since he logged on, which is probably, I think, about an hour ago. Psychic Sarah's been back-to-back on a call since at least about 20 minutes or half an hour ago as well. Polly's just taken a call. Marissa's just been snapped up. Denise is on a call, 6764. Let's have a look to see from Higher. A 2019 love reading you've put here. Catherine Libra, you're just amazing. You've put, oh, Catherine, thank you, darling. Right, let's see what I'm going to get for you. You are more a Virgo Libra. You've got something workaholic-y about you. You've also got something very party-like in you. So I'm swinging between the workaholic and the Virgo, kind of, I want to get things right, I want to work in the right vibration, to the Libra, which is very, very sociable and very much interactive with people, where you're kind of going, I've got a nice balance, or I'm thinking you've got a nice balance. A love reading for you would take place pretty much, and obviously so, between March and May. Tiny little slot. March, April mainly. It's mainly those 2 months. In March, you could find your love. In April, you could settle down. The vibration of that is very much about how you feel, what you're looking for, and how you're getting yourself out there. Sometimes that vibration can bring in a different level of emotion and a different level of intensity. And also you can kind of go, I've never had this person before. This person makes me feel alive. You'll probably end up, I think, with either an Aquarius or I'm feeling more of a Piscean. It can be like late February, early March. I also sense that person is very, very slim. I've got a slender build, and I've got somebody, lovely little round glasses, very studious looking, loves reading, loves the countryside, loves walking. There's something about that I'm thinking very outdoorsy, not necessarily sporty, but is quite outdoorsy and can bring in a sense, I feel, of doing things that he loves with you, but with his family and friends. So I'm kind of merging it with you, thinking he's bringing in a lighter, richer you. In other words, you've got a lovely energy about you, but he's bringing in more, not saying for you to feel complete, because that's not the right word, for you to feel that you can relax around him, and for you to kind of think, oh, I feel so much better around this person. I feel like I can just chill, I can just relax. I know where I stand, I know what's happening. I like that. You haven't had that in... Gosh, you haven't had that since 2013. 2013, 2014, about 5 years ago, rings a bell to you, or to me, what I'm thinking with relationships. Okay. Now, Denise is on a call still. Marissa, Poppy, Sarah, Kevo, Sophia Angelini, Tracy, Trisha Hudson, Manalix, Zariah Wade, Gertrude Irish, Ruth Vidente, Psychic. Sarah just come off her call, by the way. Ruth Vidente is available to be snapped up on 4513. Sherry, Malachi, Victoria, Ashley Summers, Grace, and Charlotte Clark has been snapped up. I knew she would. I said she should be snapped up. She's been taken, 4687. So I'm just going to ask Mr. P what we're doing. What are we doing? Oh, he can't hear me. He's ignoring me. Oh, have we... So... I did have a feeling. We are going towards a takeover, which basically means that Psychic Sarah is going to take over for the next 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. She's going to be going back to back with your text message. I'm sure she's got a lot to offer there for you with regards to yourselves in terms of where you're heading, what you're doing. At the same time, I'm going to go on the phone lines. I can't wait to speak to you. I'm on pin number 4601. And you know I'm going to talk a lot about dates and timings and big changes that are coming up for 2019 and even the end of the year. We will talk about Christmas and New Year if you will. See you soon. Don't go anywhere. Have a listen to Sarah. We'll see you soon on the phones. Take care.
Thank you to the lovely Jo. She's off to the phone lines. Okay, so I'm Psychic Sarah, and I'm taking over for the next, well, maybe 15, 20 minutes, actually. So if you want to send a text in particularly for me, just put in Psychic Sarah and anything you like. Just remember, as long as it's nothing to do with health, pregnancy, legal or financial, because we're just not allowed to, okay? If you just tuned in and think, Psychic Sarah, who is she? Right, I'm a natural psychic. I work very much with what I hear, feel and see. Have a guide, but love all my tools that are around me. And obviously I'm in my home here in Norwich. And for anyone who does watch the show, you know I literally live between Norwich here in the UK and good old Corfu, so which I spend a lot of months of the year back now, right through till about March. So you get to see me in the studio now because obviously it's closer. Anyway, in the meantime, send those texts in. I'm looking forward to your texts. I'm using a couple of different sets of cards today. If you so want, I've got these, and I'm doing different spreads a little bit as well. So, you know, anything you like. Okay. Anyway, I've got a new user. So, well, hopefully I'll bring you something out that sort of really makes total sense to you, and you'll be a regular user maybe. So I think when you're a new user, you actually get the very first text or whatever free, I believe. So you can't lose, really, can you? Anyway, let's have a little look. This is from Gemini. Okay, thank you very much, Gemini. Good evening to you. I say I'm Psychic Sarah, number 4009. I'm not logged on at the moment, then. What is ahead for me and Alex this Christmas? Oh, a new year. Do you know what? I do believe that's the first Christmas question I've had. This you know. Right, so let's have a look. Alex. And this is it's Virgo and he's Gemini. Right, so let's have a look. For me and Alex. Let's have a little look. Right, first of all, what I'm going to do is actually have a look at the energies of the pair of you, okay? Right. Okay, straight away, no hesitation. The pendulum's going round, lovely, and real sort of steady. I'll try and explain, because I would like to explain to people when you can't see it, because obviously when I'm in the studio you can see for yourself. But that's going round roughly the size of a sort of side plate, okay? So that's sort of not a bad energy. Sometimes it'll go around the size of a sixpence. That's showing my age, at 5p. And sometimes it'll go around the sort of size of a dinner plate, okay? But anyway, nice, steady, sort of, steady, yeah, really steady energy, okay? So let's have a look. So you want to know in particular what's sort of Christmas and New Year for you too. Okay, what I'm being told here, I don't know if this makes any sense, you're being pulled a little bit at the moment. So I don't know whether that means his relationship, your friends, family, and that, all sort of wanting to do other things. And there's part of you two, almost what I'm being given here, is possibly want to go at your own, but because of sort of different traditions, is being more difficult, is what I'm being told. Okay, right, but I feel whatever you decide will be something that you two decide together. Okay, I feel Christmas and New Year, I mean, you know, we all have that big build up, don't we? And look forward to it all. And I don't want to be that's one that sort of spoil the atmosphere, but I feel it will come and go so quickly. So what I'm being told here, enjoy as much of it as you possibly can. Okay, as far as where you need to be for sort of the main festivities, what I'm being told here is to say to you really is very much go with your gut feelings on where you want to be. Okay, I think the biggest thing is about trying to be together, and then sort of take it from there. Okay, I've got a real newness attached to you for some reason, so I don't know whether that means there's something very new around you has come to fruition this sort of this Christmas and New Year, but it's just, I want to say something different. Okay, anyway, thank you very much, and you have a good evening, and thank you very much for that text. Okay, I'm Psychic Sarah. I'm doing a takeover for the next possibly 15-20 minutes maybe. Okay, so if you want to send me a text in, send it in just to put it to the test. I don't know how busy they are on texts tonight, but I mean, it's literally 9 o'clock now on Tuesday evening. And if you then send it through, you might get it done in the time while I'm just doing this takeover, okay? But just remember, nothing to do with health, pregnancy, legal or financial, because we're just so not allowed to do anything like that. Okay, this is Hi Lovelies update for the next few months. Does he, 16th of the 8th, 64, love me? Oh, do you know what? I'm literally being shown, when you have a daisy, we all did it when we were kids, didn't we? He loves me, he loves me not, loves me not. It's really weird. I was straight away when I read that text, And I feel for some reason, I'm actually laughing, but I feel it's almost like it's something you've actually done. Anyway, because, so you want to know, does he love you? Let's have a little look. So, right, on my board, I'm putting on here, let's have a little look. Okay, so there it is. Does he love you? Okay. Right, and I'm going to pop this. I don't think you can see this. I'll try and hold that up. There was no, I don't think you can actually get to see that. Can you see us going round quite beautifully in a positive manner? So does he love you? I think, you know, does the sun come up in the mornings? Okay, look at that. The longer I leave it, it's going berserk. I know the camera maybe make it a little bit different, but anyway, so I'm actually now being drawn to use my love cards. Okay, so let's have a little look. What do you most need to know about you two? All right. So I often do the sort of 6-card spread. So let's have a little look. Oh, does he love you? And the first card out is the Passion card. Okay, right. Okay, right. I think the biggest thing I want to say to you, if I show you these cards, look at this. It's all about believing. Okay, you know, this is just sort of whizziness of sort of how you're feeling within the relationship you're in. I've literally got the card of Passion, so that in itself just sort of says where you're going. Okay, I don't know whether I'm being told here something to do with one of you in particular had come from a previous not so nice relationship in lots of ways, whether it was a breakup or something like that. But what I am being told to say to you is actually enjoy where you are now, where the journey's taken you, because I feel what I'm being given here, this is a totally different ball game. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, right, let's have a look, just clear my board. Right, this is Sarah. Who is texting me? I asked who they were, they wouldn't tell. Sarah, who's texting me? I asked who they were, they wouldn't tell. Thanks, any details? Oh, I don't know if I totally get that, but let's see if I can just work with that on my guide more. Right, who is texting me? I asked who they were, they wouldn't tell. Okay, right, as soon as I sort of, dive into this question, all I'm being given is someone from your past. Okay, so I'm assuming with that, it could be somebody that you'd either blocked numbers and things like that. Okay, because I feel, because it's sort of not showing, so whether that means you've changed your number, etc., etc. But I'm being told someone from your past. Okay, so I want to know, is this? I want to know, is this positive? Okay, or negative? Okay, I feel someone from your past. I don't particularly feel it's, because it's actually not giving me the best of energy attached to that, so I don't think it's necessarily someone you particularly maybe want to sort of take back up with. Okay, but anyway, what else can I give you on that? Do you know, I want to just draw one of these cards because it'll be like short-changing anything. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's something to do with your past is what I'm being given, so I'm just assuming it's a person. Right, okay. Oh, interesting. The card, though, is take action with passion. Okay, so someone from your past, I believe. Okay, thank you very much. Right, let's have a little look. Right, I'm going to go on to the next text. Do you know what? I don't know whether Mr. P possibly wants me to have a look at who is actually available. Because, you know, what are we, Tuesday night? 9 o'clock, 4 minutes past 9, plenty of time to get a reading. And I always feel, if you're sitting at home thinking, oh, what's going on? Will he ring? Will she ring? Won't he ring? You know, all these little questions just going round and round your head. Just think, if you go to bed with that still in your head, you're going to, you know, wake up in the night still thinking about it. For the sake of a few minutes with one of my esteemed colleagues, you could have that little bit of understanding maybe. Okay, so let's have a look who we've got. We've got Polly. I'll just go through the names, because if you go through the Mystic Call app, because you know the Mystic Call app is so easy to use. I've got it on my phone here, because obviously us psychics have to have readings too. And if I just go on there, I was going to tell you who was available, but I can show you from here, because I've got my computer open in front of me, which is through the WW Psychic Today website, which obviously shows you there, and you can watch the TV via that. But the Mystic Call app is so much easier. Okay, so obviously I've just opened mine up, and if you look at show you who's available, or who's working tonight, tell you who's coming on the shifts and things like that. If you go on the call button, you can see this very well. So easy to use. Okay, so here I'm on the call button. Oh, like Marlene she wasn't on a minute ago. There's Marlene, there's Grace, there's Marissa, there's Sophie Angelini, Manelix, there's Sherry, there's Malachi. Oh, Charlotte Clark. She's a bit of a blast from the past. I haven't seen her logged on for ages. She used to come into the studio. Oh my goodness, as well. Poppy. I call her Popular Poppy because when I do web hosting in the day, she's often really quite popular. Ashley Summers. I mean, he comes into the studio. I don't know if he's been in lately, but he comes into the studio. Lovely gentleman. Hi, Ashley, if you happen to be watching. There's another Sarah. There's a few of us. There's Zara Wade. And all the others are busy at the moment. So, like Ruth Redenti, Raymond, Denise, Joanna Scott, they're all busy on calls and lots of others. Okay, but for example, now, if you now went on to, say, Charlotte Clark, okay, initially it doesn't tell you. Oh, sorry, something just opened up on my thing. Hang on. Right, if you go on there, if you push the call button, initially, it's probably not showing you very clearly, so I apologise about that. I don't know if I can change that. But it will tell you how Charlotte Clark works, okay? She uses a pendulum, she's a numerologist, she's life coaching, dream analysis, colour therapy, an animal communicator. Have you got a dog or cat that's playing up at the moment? So it'd be a great person to possibly go through to. Okay, so that is Charlotte Clark. And so if you think, do you know what? Yep, I'm quite drawn to her. You literally just push the call button and you will then, and when you work on the, through this Mystic Call app, which, like I say, you just go to your Play Store, download it, free to do, but you'll be up to speed on all the offers. It's actually a cheaper version. So anyway, that's a really good little app to use. If you haven't already got it, no time like the present downloaded it. Anyway, in the meantime, lots of psychics there alongside. And no, I've got a text here ready and waiting for me. Okay, so, lovely Sarah Rowley. Thank you very much. Evening, Sarah. Good evening back to you, Virgo lady. Do you see real love in my life anytime soon? Oh, I like that, real. Do you have a little pretend love? Anytime soon, old or new? Right, okay, thank you very much, Virgo lady. Hope you're having a good evening, and thank you for sending the texts in. Right, so do I see real love anytime soon? Okay, anytime soon. And who, I suppose, is it going to be old or new? Right, I'll just show you what I'm doing, Virgo lady, if you're watching. I've literally put Virgo on there. I've put real love. Oh, I never point in the right way. I better not point. Real love anytime soon. It's like working in a mirror. And old or new. And so what I'm going to first of all do, Virgo lady, is are you going to get real love anytime soon? Soon as I popped that on there, nice steady little energy, not gone berserk to be fair, but I wasn't hesitating, so, and it is building the longer it's there. Okay, is there going to be old, person from your past coming back? Well, it's giving me, it's giving me a little bit of an energy there. Okay, so I put it on old, and what about new? Okay. That's now starting to move. So what I want to say, I believe, quite possibly, a blast from the past coming back, which is giving me the bigger energy. But then I believe there's also somebody new coming in, but not straight away. I want to take you there, more or less into the new year is what I'm being given here, okay? But let me just do 2 or 3 cards just to see what you need to know about this person from your past, okay? Oh, I know what. No, I'm changed. I often do this. Let me have a little look. I've got everything at hand here in my office. So if I just show you this is all to do with the star signs. I'm not an astrologer, but you know me. I like to use all my little tools. So let's have a little look, because this might help you work out who this person from your past is by their star sign, maybe. Okay, who is the person from their past and their star sign? Okay. Oh, right. It tends to only work in one area. I like to check all 4 areas out. Then I'll come back to... Okay. Right. Hope this makes some sense to you. I believe it's probably an earth sign. And we're talking there a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. So this is as far as, you know, somebody from your past coming in. Let's have a look at who's new coming into your life. Well, I'm not picking it up till early next year. Okay, it's instantly giving me a fire sign, but let me just check out the other areas. Nope. Okay, fire signs. So we're talking good old Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So, you know, you've got 2 bites of the cherry there, I believe. Okay, but obviously you did say you want sort of love that's really good. Okay, but anyway, it looks like you could be having to choose possibly. Okay, right. Thank you very much for that text, lovely text, and have a good evening, Virgo lady. Okay, let me just clear my board so I can then totally be ready for the next text. Okay. Oh, Natalie Thomas has just become available. Okay, so if you want a reading with her, she's there and available to take your call. Okay, we've got this is a regular texter. Amaze Me. Hi, Psychic Sarah. My daughter, I never pronounce your name right, I don't think. Your daughter, Perselli, is unhappy at work. Will things get sorted out, or will she leave and find another job? 22nd to the 2nd, 97. Let's have a little look. So let's have a look at your daughter's energy with this, and I'll just do a little bit of a reading. So she's unhappy. That's horrible, isn't it? Because, you know, if you're unhappy in your job, it just, you know, it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, isn't it? But let's have a look. Will she sort? Okay. Or will she leave? I like it because with my pendulum, it can give me always give me a nice option when you give me that. Okay, right. Will your daughter and her job sort of problems, I suppose, sort? Well, that didn't hesitate at all. It gave me quite a positive practically straight away. Okay, so could be that that's sort. But I want to just pull a few cards also. Is she likely to leave where she is? Well, I mean, to be fair, nobody necessarily stays somewhere forever. I'm not particularly getting that. Okay, I feel quite possibly this will sort. I'm being told something about holiday, so I don't know what that does mean. Obviously, you know, lots of places have Christmas break, but then, you know, I was a nurse for sort of 32 years, so, you know, every day was a working day. You know, it didn't stop, the doors didn't get shut. So I feel she must have some holiday over the Christmas period, is what I'm being told here, which I think will do her the world of good. Okay. Mum, I think what I need to say is, you know, she keeps talking to you, which is good. I know you sort of understand her, and you sort of, as a mum, you know, we want to sort of wave that magic wand, don't we, you know, to sort of make it all okay again. Right, okay, it's nearly as good in the cards, though. Yes, there's no doubt about it, she's not feeling a great place at the moment. In her cards, I've literally got the card, I'll show you, look, patience. Okay, so I feel this could be something to work out. What I'm being given is something to do with one particular person who seems to be really like the thorn in her flesh at work. Okay, that either gives her a bit of a bad time, is what I'm being told here. But interestingly, she's actually got the wish card in the here and now too. So maybe get her to sort of do that cosmic ordering that, you know, whatever's going on at work at the present moment in time that makes her feel uncomfortable disperses. Okay, keep putting it out to the, you know, to the universe, and I'm a firm believer that works with it. I've got celebration card coming in, not yet though, so I feel in the long run things will probably sort out, but you know, the sort of short term at the moment, I think it's still a little bit of a rocky road. Okay, thank you very much, Mum. Have a good evening, and thank you. And just remember, anybody can then text in about any of their children, okay, or anything, or grandchildren. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm now going to re-log back on, but I will hand you back to the studio, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Oh, thank you so much, Psychic Sarah, for doing that epic takeover for us. It was really lovely to see you and see how you're working. And now, if you would like to get hold of her, she is logging back into the phone. So Psychic Sarah will be there for you presently on the phone, able to get through to her if you want to speak to her, which is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But also, someone else you can get hold of right now, Denise. She's available in the studio, been exceptionally busy all evening so far. Hardly time to speak to her. And she's there, 6764. The lovely Denise is available for you right now if you would like to have a reading with her. Very, very popular lady. And if you want to get through to a Studio Psychic, you can at this time via the Mystical app. Ta-da! We'll talk about that in just a second. Or via the numbers on your screen. You're welcome to get through in any way that suits you. 6764 for Denise. And let's see who is on the... Yeah, we go. Psychic Sarah's logged in. Yes, she is. Pin number 4009. Grab her while you can. Lovely lady. As you say, loads of experience. Lots of different ways of working. She's very compassionate about how she works. She's there available for you now. Natalie Thomas is also there. Pin number 4524. Natalie Thomas. Published author. Very experienced psychic there for you right now. 4524. Ashley Summers, Studio Psychic there, 4018. Victoria, Marlene, Malachi, Manlix, and more. Great team we have for you guys. But Studio Psychic Denise is available at this time. So if you do want a reading from her, now's the time to grab hold of her. And as you can see behind my head, we have the Mystical app information. The Mystical app is a free app. You can get it from Google Play or from the App Store. You can download it for free, and once you've downloaded it, you are in for a wealth of goodies. Basically, you can get your readings cheaper. We all like that. You can be the first to find out about any deals we may have and take advantage of them. You get your text messages for £1. And you can, get your question on the television for £1. And via the normal way, it's £1.50. So you are making a good saving when you send your messages in via the Mystical app. And also, if you do book, I think 5 minutes or £5, 5 minutes, I can't remember what it is actually. I think it's £5 in advance. £5, thank you for reassuring. £5 on the Mystical app. You get a free text message, so it's really, really good. You get loads of good offers, and you get free instant messages as well. Brilliant. It's a great app, and my phone is so rubbish. I can't wait to get a new phone so I can have it on my phone, because my phone is literally dying at the moment. So I'm looking forward to getting a new phone so I can have it on my phone too. But it's free to download, and you can keep an eye on what's going on, keep an eye on your spending, and also find out about the team. Denise, though, is available for you guys. Grab her while you can. I'm reading some text messages for you. There she is. Love Denise. There she is in the booth of truth, ready to take your next call. She's there, pin number 6764. If you're a compassionate reader that's in tune using the cards, I love those cards. I've got those as well. They're really gorgeous cards. Love your oracle card she's got with her this evening. To be in tune with what's going on for you, now is the time to grab hold of her. So, we've got some text messages coming on. While you get hold of Denise, I'm going to be doing some text messages. If you would like your text on screen, you're welcome to send one in. We will try our very best to get it done as soon as possible. So via the Mystical app, you can get your question to the screen for £1. Fabulous. On TV. Wonderful. And from the normal text service, TV, leave a space and your question 87777. It's £1.50, and we will do our best to look at as many questions as we can. So talking about that, let me get moving. From Mystical, Hypno Angel says, hello, Hypno Angel. Hi, lovely Laura. What do you see for me over the rest of the year? Thanks on Sarah, 26th of the 6th, 70. Hi there, Sarah. Hope you're really well. Thank you so much for your message. Let's have a look. I've got so many cards with me. I'm not even sure where to start. I've got so many decks with me this evening. So, for the rest of the year, so the last month of 2018, let's have a little look and see. The Emperor card is a strong energy, and you've got 3 major arcana cards coming in for you for the last month of the year. So what I'm being shown is hugely things. I'm getting loose ends being tied up. I'm getting news coming in that's going to set the ball in motion for 2019. The Emperor is a very strong energy of things really coming together for you, or it could be a man around you, but I get it being something with maybe to do with your work, your plans, your goals. And actually, I'm getting the next 3 weeks bringing a breakthrough for you and some well-deserved good news. The Justice card is about finally things coming back into balance for you. So with the Justice card, you've got a sense of everything falling into balance, everything falling into order. If things have been out of sync and you've been feeling a bit that you've been struggling, you'll feel by the end of the year the news that's coming in is going to really help you with that. The Moon card is tapping into your intuition. As we go to the solstice and beyond, you have got this sense of really using your intuition, tapping into your connections, and really, I feel, making some long-held dreams become a reality as we go towards next year. It's exciting times, and the 3 major arcana cards show me that it's going to be a very powerful 2019, but a very powerful December as well. Thank you. Take care, lovely, and really nice to hear from you. So, we've got a voicemail coming next. Great. Looking forward to hearing your voice. Hello, who's there?
Hi, Laura. It's Andrew. Aries, 22nd of March, 1967 to fellow Aries. Anything coming up, my love? Anything surprises? love, romance, holiday, or a man. Give me a rainbow. Thanks, bye.
Hello, Andrew. Lovely to hear from you. Hope you're really well. Thank you for getting involved. Let's see. So, let's see. I've got getting over the past is coming on. I feel like a sense that you were feeling that you're now getting over a situation, particularly maybe an old romantic situation or a time you've been feeling a bit low and out of sorts. I actually get your Aries warrior spirit is coming back really strongly as we go into December time and beginning of next year. You've got a real sense of, I feel like if you're letting something go, you're releasing something, and it's giving you the strength and the power to be back on top form, really. Really strong energy around you there. Also the sense of romantic energy is coming in by March time next year. Really lovely. So I feel there's something a bit of a turning of a corner coming on for you. And I feel like if you release something now, let go of something, clearing, even deal with the emotional hurt of letting something go, by the time we get to the beginning of next year, you'll feel like things are truly changing for you. So I feel romance is on the cards, and I actually feel like also something new with work coming in as well, new opportunities there for you. I've got new doorways opening up for you in that way. But I'd probably be shown by March time, the latest, if not before, maybe even February, there is a romantic energy coming in. There's a lovely person around you who just feels to be the beginning of a new era. And I feel like next year is that. There's a lot of healing emotionally, but you're going to get a real sense of moving forwards and feeling that you are on, I don't know, I just feel like there's something of a big chapter of your life that's been holding you back that's going to be gone now. You know, it just feels like something that's been quite big that may have caused pain emotionally. That's clearing. And what's now coming in is so much energy, so much positivity, and so much strength to move forwards. So thank you very much. Okie dokie, let's have a see what's coming up next. We've got loads of questions coming on. Thank you very much for that voice. It was really nice to hear from you. We've got Sam here saying, hi, Laura. Has Leo Man let me go now, or will he be back? Thank you from Sam. Let's have a little look and see. Okay, so has Leo Man let you go now, or will he be back? Let's have a look. Has Leo Man let you go now, or will he be back? Okay. I feel like there's going to be a shake-up for him that he's not going to be really expecting, or more emotions. I mean, he may have been quite clear, going, right, moving forward. You know, I feel in a way that he could be quite direct about things. But then life seems to be coming in and shaking things up a little bit. And I feel like he will miss you, and so something seems to happen which really brings you guys together in some way. So even though he may have decided that has he decided to let you go, I feel like he'll be back, because but it may not be straight away. It may be more going, you know, I don't think it's forever away, but I do feel there's a little bit of something has got to evolve or shift for this person for them to see things differently. So I do feel it's early New Year, actually, if not the end of this year, but early New Year. I'd like you to beforehand, but I just get the sense of something's going to have to really shift with him to kind of, not because he's not missing you, because I feel he's being really stubborn about things at the moment, but I get a shake up in his life, and I get him really questioning his decisions about things. All the very best, Sam. Thank you so much. Take care and have a really lovely rest of your evening. Thanks for getting involved in the show. So we've got a request for the Dragon cards and the Egyptian deck. Let's have a look and see. The lovely Irish Libra. Hi, lovely Laura. The love the Dragon cards and the Egyptian deck. Is the other girl around him seems distant on social media now? What is he feeling about me since chat yesterday? Thank you from Libra Island. Hello, lovely. Thank you so much for your message. Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay, so I'm going to use both cards here, the ones that you requested, the Egyptian ones and the Libran ones. The Dragon ones. Okay, so is the girl still around him? Okay, I'll look at that in a second. She seems to on social media. Yeah, I mean, I think like there seems to be a step back there, really. And I feel that she seems to be trying to be distant or trying to take a step back. Is she around him? I just feel like he has to be really... I don't think he's interested in her in that way. Is there a connection between them, though, that was almost a work... I know there was a work connection, but there seems to be something that... Or it could just be him trying to be the nice guy about things, you know. But I do get that he's maybe trying to keep things friendly, but after the reading earlier on, I do feel that there will be a cut-off point there with that. So let's have a Dragon card for you, my lovely Yay! Gratitude. This is a real sense of being thankful because I feel like things. So it's almost being. I mean, this is me to be grateful for what's going on with him, but I feel it's releasing any of the past hurt here. Being grateful for this person, being grateful for how you're feeling. There's a sense of real freedom coming in from this in this situation, and that it is evolving and moving forward. I do feel things shifting. It's just taking a bit of time. All the very best, lovely. Thank you so much for your question. Take care. Oh, sorry, I didn't answer the last bit, did he? What he's feeling about you since... I was putting one more card because I didn't answer the last bit. What he's feeling about you since the chat. Okay, yeah. So he's feeling... I feel like he's getting rebuilding things with you, actually. We're going from a time where he felt he had a lot of guilt. And then we're going towards rebuilding and the Two of Cups for the heartfelt connection. All the best. Thank you so much. Take care. Right. Question here, and it's from... you've been told that Taurus is playing games and doesn't have strong feelings for me, which is upsetting me, for I thought he did. What do you see? 20th, the 4th, 70. Hi there, lovely. Okay. Right, let's have a little look and see with... okay, let me have a little look here and see. So... okay, so let's see if Taurus playing games... okay, is Taurus playing games with you? I mean, he's attracted to you, and those feelings. I feel like he's just someone that does. Yeah, that I don't feel he's trying to be awkward. I just feel like there's a temptation there to just enjoy the good stuff sometimes and not deal with the other stuff. However, there's always a however. I do feel things being shaped up with it. The Judgment cards come up quite a lot. I don't think he's trying to play games. Does he have strong feelings for you? He does. I just get with him that he just doesn't really want to deal with the emotional side of things. But something's coming up around him. There's going to be a bit of a wake-up call for him. There's a great passion between the both of you, and he really does. Yeah, that is there. That everything's there. I wouldn't be disheartened. I don't feel like it's bad news. It just feels he struggles to deal with the emotions. Not that they're not there. He has that energy of just playing or just kind of taking, taking things at a shallower level, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have deeper feelings. I feel there is more there with you both, actually, but he does have to shift how he's behaving, I think. But again, that feels to come anyway. The Judgment card is showing wake-up. So all the very best, lovely. Take care and have a really good evening and the rest of your week. Okay, you've got V there. Hello, lovely. Hello. Use your question about Neil, please. Thank you from V. Hope you're well, lovely. Thank you very much for your message. Okay, sure. Let's have a little look. Let's see what's going on with Neil. What is going on with Neil? Okay. So, no, for Six of Swords. Oh, interesting energy. With him, okay, so we've got breakthrough with him, as in confidence breakthrough. So we've got this, it feels like on top of the world kind of feeling, and also a deeply more connected romantic feeling as well. So you've got confidence building and also emotionally more fluid and more connected. The Judgment card's coming up with him and somebody who's having a challenge with at the moment. So I do feel this is... every time he gets a bit more free or more him, it's like a challenge is thrown up against him. But I've got him dealing with someone that's almost like a situation, but which is almost holding him back, or which has been holding him back. But I feel like he's seeing it for what it is. That's what I get with him. He's seeing it for what it is. He's not being fooled. He's not being tricked by anything and held back or believing stuff. Because what comes up with him over the next few days is big movement with him. So we've got 8 of Wands, which is really positive. So I feel like he will be on top form and active, physically active, doing things, making plans, not just thinking about it. There has been an upset this week, or there is right now, because it's coming in. It's like he feels either just now, recent forward or recent past, because of this upset or a challenge or a fear that's been faced. But if he feels to be integrating these lessons really quickly, like really, really quickly. Thank you very much for your question, lovely. Take care and speak soon. So we've got more texts coming through here, and this is from 2nd of the 7th, 83. Lovely Laura, hello. Does SC Taurus not really like me as a friend? I always try to be really nice to her, but don't get that invite back. I almost get the feeling that she talks behind my back. What do you see from her? And what are her issues with me? 2nd of the 7th, 83. Oh, bless you. Okay. Let's have a nose. Let's have a look and see. Right. Does SC Taurus... How does SC... Okay. Does SC Taurus like you as a friend? Feel like... Okay, that's coming up there. You're nice to... So, is that as a friend? Okay, so not that I'm making any excuses for anything here. Because what I get around her seems to be being quite caught up in what's going on in her life, quite caught up in her own thing. And I get this person being quite single-minded, so that you're being nice and they're like, yeah, and getting on with their own thing. So it isn't particularly great, but I don't think it's... And if there's any talk... Is there talk... But I don't think it's not liking you. I think it's being very self-absorbed with what's going on and changes going around her. Did you talk behind your back? She does gossip a bit, but actually I get this as her own... I mean, I don't think it's particularly nasty, but I do get a bit of gossip around. I think she does like to have that gossipy energy. But I think she's actually not... I'm feeling sorry for her, but I do feel this person might be going through a bit of a tough time, and it's the only way they're expressing it at the moment. You know, it's what I get. I keep getting 10 of Swords around her, so this ending's not feeling great. What do I see? What's the little... I don't think... What's her issues with you? What's her issues with you? 10 of Swords. I feel she's taking out her stuff and she's trying to control things. So things she's been disappointed about in her life, she's sort of taking out other people at the moment. I don't think it's personal, but actually because you're being quite kind and you're being quite there, it's like she's taking out that opportunity to take it out on you. Guidance for you in this situation. Guidance for you in this situation. I think there'll be a change in it. Not saying you have to put up with her, but there'll be a change in it. I kind of get you keeping yourself to yourself a little bit more in this. You're communicating, but you're not being as open. I do get the Sun card coming in, other friends around you, other people around you really picking you up. I do feel this person is going to be... It's interesting, you pull away, and I feel in time this person actually steps forward a bit more. But I do get this is about her stress in her own life, but that's no excuse, is it? All the very best. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you for getting involved in the show. So... what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be going to the phone. So if you would like to get hold of me, I'm going to go to the phone lines now, and I'll be going there, and my PIN number is 4775. So it needs to be on shortly, and I'm just going to do a little bit of video footage now while I get logged in, you get involved and send more questions in, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye.
Mystical, your personal psychic companion app. You can watch a show live, get direct access to our psychics and their profiles, get your readings cheaper, have full control over your spending, and never miss one of Mystical's exclusive offers. You can send a text from the app straight to the show. Instant message one of our psychics for a quicker private text response. Check the schedule so you know when your favourite psychic is live. And we'll even give you a free text to the show every time you top up £5 or more. T's and C's may apply. Register for free and create your profile by downloading Mystical from your app store today. Keep it psychic.
Hi, I'm Psychic Sarah and my PIN number is 4009. I've been a psychic now. It's really hard to sort of say, you know, when did I become a psychic, because I sort of dabbled, to be fair. But I've actually worked for Psychic Today now just turned over 5 years, but I've actually probably been a psychic, I suppose, 10, 11, maybe 12 years, because I say it's a bit sort of hard to know when does it all start, because I used to very much read the books, do the cards, and didn't really get it, and then all of a sudden, light bulb moment, and this is what it's all about. Love it. Okay, before I became a psychic, I was actually a nurse, and I actually worked from sort of pupil nurse right through to ward sister, and clocked up actually 32 years, so big time in that sort of area, but I absolutely loved it. But fortunately I was in the position I could retire early, so this is probably when my sort of psychic side came in. I started reading for friends, family, and just loved it, and it's sort of gone from strength to strength from there, really. Worked for Psychic Today now, actually clocked up 5 years, that feels like yesterday I started working here, and let's hope, you know, for the next lot of years, but absolutely love it. So just so glad it all happened as it happened. I'm based between here and Corfu, so I generally tend to have the best of both worlds. We've got a camper van, so with camper van and our 4 stray dogs, we travel. So that's the beauty of working for Psychic Today. I can actually work from here or anywhere en route if I so choose, which is absolutely lovely. And actually to be able to have those 2 different lifestyles, I feel I'm living the dream and getting to work too, which is absolutely brilliant. I work as a psychic very much with the energies around me. I have a guide, but I also love the tools that I use. I've got a particular set of cards. I've had lots of cards over the time, but these particular set really work with me so well. They're getting very well worn. I've actually even got a new set. I cannot bring myself to use them. This set of mine have actually held together with sellotape, which is laughable, but they still work. And when that card fly, you almost think they are so stuck together. How can they fly out the back? But it's all how it works. And I just love that the energies that come off the cards, my pendulum, and these are the dice I made myself. It's just another tool that I work with, and how my guide works with me. Just really just like how it all sort of comes together, very sort of holistically, I believe. I'm Psychic Sarah, and you can catch me on pin number 4009, so catch you soon.
Is life chaotic and busy? Can't find the time for a psychic reading? Or maybe you want to try a psychic out before going through to them on the phone lines? Texting the show is a quick and easy way to get some guidance. Text TV, leave a space, and then put your question and send it to 87777. Only £1.50 per message. And if you've never texted the show before, your first text is free. What are you waiting for? Text the show now.
Hello, hi, and welcome back to Psychic Now. And my name is Denise. I'm going to be going back to back with some of your lovely text messages that you've sent in for us. And just to let you know who's in the studio, we have the lovely Laura Dulligan, who's just this second been snapped up and gone on a call. And we have the lovely and talented Joanna Scott. So if you'd like that astrological relationship reading, numerology, what does the relationship hold for you, then she is available very shortly, just on a break. So just keep on sending those text messages in for us. Now, Laura has just this second come off the phone, so now would be a really good time to snap her up. Let's have a quick look and see who's available. We have Marissa, we have Poppy, we have Sarah. So if you see those lovely heads of carousels rolling up and down the screen, they are there. So if you're kind of drawn to someone in particular, or you just like a little bit of reading or know something a little bit more about them, then certainly feel free to contact them. Now, the best way to contact is we've got the lovely Mystic Call app with our lovely psychic Sammy there, just demonstrating that it is on the mobile phone. So it's an app you can just download for free, and then you can sort of, watch the show if you would like, or even just sort of, just browse through and read sort of blogs, or just connect through to any reader that you would like and see which one you're in tune with. It's like having a psychic in the pocket. So if there's a question that you would like, you can certainly just ask the show. Very straightforward. You can just text in for £1, which is like 10 tarot tokens, into the show. So as we're saying, we're going to go back to back with a couple of texts. So just to remind you, lovely viewers, that we are here for your entertainment purposes only, and there's a whole range of questions we can ask, but there's certain things like health, legal, financial and fertility we simply cannot respond to based for legal compliances. Now, we have a text and it says, lovely Denise only. It says, evening Denise, I got a major roadblock around me. Do you see this shifting so I can forge ahead and get the good things ahead for me in the next coming months? Thanks, Virgo Lady. Right, okay, let's have a quick look, Virgo Lady. Right, you've got a major block around you. Let's have a look. Right, okay. It's almost like what I've been showing is like the shutters all the way around you have just been closed. I actually feel with you that it's actually quite a positive thing, because it's almost like, do you know when you know and you think, oh, this is so what I want, and then all of a sudden it's like change direction. It had to be this catastrophic because it was almost like you need to change or redirect where you're going. So even though you may not appreciate it or kind of realise at this moment in time, this is actually for your own benefit. There's something about here 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you're going to see the situation as a completely different thing. It's almost like there's a lot of kind of like things that are going to come to light in the next sort of like 2 weeks, which will kind of bring you an awful lot of like a little bit of joy and happiness. So it's kind of sensing that there's going to be very much a light relief coming in the next sort of like 2 weeks. In the next sort of like 2 months, it's almost like a clearing out. There's a lot of uncertainty around you. There's almost like crossed words and energy which needed to go in this dynamic that's around you. So in terms of, yeah, and I've got the overall in light, a deep secret will come to light. So view this major roadblock as a positive, because it allows the good things to come in an awful lot faster. So the more in which you can adjust to this, the quicker that it will come. I'm getting a sense from here that before Christmas, you are going to be in a different place than you were, and it's going to be within an instrumental 4 week shifts. So this next 4 weeks, I'm kind of feeling a releasing, and then from that, it's almost like pulling up the socks and saying, I'm going to get on with it, I'm going to move ahead. Yeah, interesting. There's so much going on here in your energy. Interesting, really interesting. Okay. I kind of feel that by March time, which is a little bit over the 2 months that you were looking for, things will be completely settled for you in this regard. There's an awful lot of career which is shifting. It's like a huge energy shift is being moved from your blockages. So just rest assured that it will all come to fruition. Thank you, love and light. Okay, so I'm getting lost in your energy there. Sorry about that. There's so much to unpack in there. Quite interesting. Okay, so we have another one, MrCall.com. It says, hi Denise, will I have a breakthrough soon in my creative career? Thanks, Jan. Let's have a look. Will I have a breakthrough soon in my creative career? Right, okay. I actually feel you're going to have a breakthrough within about 4 months. There seems to be a choice that you've got to make, and it's a singular choice. That's what I'm being guided to say. So it's almost like there's a balance, something is slightly out of whack in terms of balance. So I feel very much like you need a little bit more support to enable you to achieve what you can. It feels like you have to go back to the beginning before you can start again. And it's almost like sometimes you try too hard, and that's what I've got in the energy, is when you try, things come out of alignment. So it's almost like just get back on track and just let go of any sort of negative thoughts, because your breakthrough is just on the cusp. I've just been told. That's what I've just been sort of guided to say. It's on the cusp, and there's something which is you're not seeing. So within the next 4 months, you'll have that creative breakthrough that you're looking for. But it's almost like, I want to say, in the next 3 weeks, you'll always like put your fingers out, and you'll actually feel it coming your way. So be sort of like creative in terms of how you interact with your mind, because it's almost like I want to write the ideas down, and then from that something really golden nugget will come through, because it's our inner guidance system which gives us that lovely insights that will enable that to happen, but within the next 4 months. Thank you, love and light. Okay, mystical call, and it says, hi Denise only, is 18th of the 5th 84 playing games with me, or does he have genuine feelings? Taurus girl. Okay, right, 18th of the 5th 84. There does seem to be a sense of, I'm telling you what I want you to hear, but I feel in your intuition is a little bit spot on with him, because it's almost like I'm saying things to please you rather than coming from a place of sincerity. Because when when someone tells you something really kind of like nice, you kind of know if it's a compliment or it's like deep rooted. And I kind of feel a little bit too much too soon with 18th of the 5th 84. I don't think he's playing games per se, but it's a case of not being quite truthful in being on the same page as you, because this is somebody that could feel they could flip the other way very, very quickly. They'll be all in and then they'll be all out, and you'd be like wondering what on earth happened to them. So what I want to say to this Taurus girl is pace this relationship and see where it goes. Now, interesting, I've pulled out 3 cards here, and it's very much 2 8s. And the 2 8s are similar, this is ongoing. So it's like there is a possibility for an ongoing commitment here, but also the energies are really intertwined. So this is a really good learning opportunity for you and 18th to 5th, 84 to learn from this. And I feel it's about expressing what you want. You know, it's like, this is what I'm looking for. And, you know, I kind of want to say to you is just call them on it in a really loving, warm way. Because I feel they're going to be honest with you. Do you know? It's almost like you feel there's drama associated with this relationship. So just sort of, you know, be dramaless, and you'll get to know the depth of it. But I feel you have you're right to be cautious here in this dynamic. Thank you, love and light. Okay, next one we have Denise. The 4 men around me. Oh wow, Denise. The 4 men around me are wanting to sell my house. When will they back off me? Man magnet. Denise, the 4 men around me are wanting to sell my house. When will they back off me? Man magnet. Right, okay. Man magnet. I love that name. Okay. Right, 4 men. Let's just do cards on the 4 men. Right. I actually feel here that they're not as powerful as you think they are. Yes, they may want you to sell your house, but there's a sense of you're holding all the power here, and then knowing that it's coming from a place of they feel the change is needed for you to move on, and they want to change it. Right, when will they back off me? I feel they're going to back off you around about February. I think it's going to go backwards and forwards, but ultimately I feel you're going to stand your ground on this one. There's something around about the 8th. There's a recurring 8 here, so it could be around about the 8th of February, so it's early on. And I kind of want to say is ask the universe for guidance to love and support you, because I don't feel they are as powerful as you may initially think they are. You hold the power, and I also feel that you will get it on your own terms. So just sort of lean back and don't feel under any pressure to do anything you don't feel like doing. That's what my advice and guidance would be. Man magnet. Okay, thank you very much. Love and light. And so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be nipping off to the phone line. So if you would like to have a specialised one-to-one reading with myself, I'll be available and ready to take your call. My PIN number is 6764, and I'm going to hand over to the lovely, is it Psychic Sarah, Mr. P? Psychic Sarah. So over to Psychic Sarah.
Thank you very much, Denise. So Denise is now going off to the phone lines, okay, and her PIN number is 6764. She needs to get skates on, so she's off to the lines, but if you just give her a couple of, well, not even a couple of minutes realistically, but I'm sure Mr. P will probably show you when she's then available, okay. As you can then see, Denise was very much sort of showing you how she does her readings, so if you fancy that one-to-one with her, she's now going to be in the booth very soon. In the meantime, you have me. Right, I'm Psychic Sarah, been psychic for a fair long time these days, and I absolutely love what I do, okay. Came from a nursing background, so I'd like to think I'm very much a people-y person. When I do my readings, I will tell you what I get. It isn't always necessarily what you want to hear, but generally sort of, if things aren't so good around you at this present moment in time, I will do my best to find the positivity around it, okay? But like I say, I won't necessarily make it sort of always sound there, because I feel, you pay good money for the readings, so I think honesty is where it goes, okay? But I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not heartless in any shape or form either. But anyway, I'll show you in a sec how I work, okay, with a text. And then if you haven't had a reading with me, maybe when I log back on after this, come on through to me, okay? I will hopefully, when you come off the lines, you'll have a greater understanding on what's around the corner, maybe, okay? So I always say, though, when people come through, you don't have to be in a dodgy place to have a reading. Some people probably think, you have to go all low and upset about something. You can be absolutely on top of the world. You might have just got that job that you really sort of thought you couldn't believe was your job. You've got it. You might be in the relationship that seems tip top. So sometimes actually having a psychic reading is nice to sort of just check that it's possibly all staying as you want it to, okay? And remember also, you can go through to your friends and that, but they've very much got your best interests at heart. So coming through for a psychic reading, whether it be with me, Psychic Sarah, or one of my colleagues, we can look at it quite differently, okay? Anyway, nothing like showing you how I work, okay? This is from the Mystic Call app. Hi, any guidance, please, for the next few weeks, please? The question mark, and it's from M. Okay, M, thank you very much. I'm going to use my cards straight away, okay? So guidance for the next few weeks. So what I'm going to do is have a look at sort of between now and sort of the end of the year, because what is it? A month or so from now, and all been done and dusted around to the old Christmas and things. So let's have a little look at where we are. What do you need to know? Okay, right. I'm going to tell you possibly some things that you already know at the moment, but at the same point, let's have a little look. I feel generally you recently, it's been a bit of an uphill struggle is what I'm being given here, okay? But at the same point, I feel I'm being sort of, I'm very much a feely psychic, see what I see. I'm actually seeing a bit of a clearing around you, okay? So I think your energies around you are starting to change in a positive way, okay? There's very much a newness attached to you. So the only thing I can say is that I feel you're coming into a much better time than you've had of late, because I feel the obstacles that have been around have made it a bit of an uphill struggle. But as time now comes in, like I say, so take you between now and the end of the year, things start to sort of move in a much more, I want to say, pleasant way, okay? I do believe, I know you come from the psychic reading, but I think your own spirituality is very heightened at the moment, and whatever you do, you seem to sort of, you do well, is what I'm being told here, okay? So let's have a look at also, right, 2 cards I've just now pulled. Look at that. I'll just show you them. One's the wish card and one's the celebration card. So although I've sort of told you it's all been a little bit, uphill, etc., these cards, as far as what's coming in with you for the next sort of few weeks and things, is, I want to say, go, go, go. Okay, so, yeah, very nice. Okay, thank you very much. Right, let's have a little look. So I shall go straight on to another text. This is from Jan. Okay, thank you from you, Jan. Love and light. Hi, Sarah. Will Agent J want to work with me? Oh, nice question for the pendulum, I believe. So let's have a look. Agent J want to work with me. I sent him full manuscript as per his request. Thanks, Jan. Okay, so will Agent J want to work with you? Okay, I don't think you can see my pendulum moving particularly, but it's actually given me a really nice positive energy right from the kickoff. Okay, so let's just see, as far as you two working together, what do you need to know about that? Okay, so right, okay, for some reason I'm being told contracts. So what I want to say to you is, like with anything, always check contracts. So I'm not saying it's necessarily a negative thing, but I'm just being told for Mel and you to do that. Okay, right. How's the sort of, the relationship of you two working together? Okay, I think the biggest thing for you two to sort of work together well or whatever is communicate what you both want, okay, is what I'm being given. Communication is absolutely paramount. I feel as far as you're working together, I'm being actually shown patience. So I feel it might also, I'm taking you back to a contract or something, okay? So there's something to do with that seems to be important, okay? So but I feel for some reason you've worried about this. What I would like to say is sort of try and disperse that energy, okay? Because it's not good for you. All right? Thank you very much, and thank you for sending that text in for me. Okay, straight on to another text. Hi, Psychic Sarah. Love your readings. Well, thank you. What do you see coming up for me and Scorpio guy, and what's he feeling about me? Thanks, V. Okay, so let's have a look. So I've got big V there, and I've got Scorpio guy. Why do I say hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold? And I don't think this is you, V. I feel this is your Scorpio guy. You know, one minute you sort of think, yep, we're really on track, and we sort of seem as if we're both on, there's that saying, on the same hymn sheet. And then another time, it's almost like you're on totally different chapters, is what I'm being given here. So let's have a look at the energy of you now. Okay, that would help probably, wouldn't it? Straight away, not a bad energy. Have you got plans to see each other soon? Because I feel, I want to say within the next week is what I'm being given here. There's something to do with you actually sort of seeing each other, which is rather okay, I believe. Let's see how that will go. Because I feel that meter. Oh, I almost feel I don't need to do any more cards. The card that come out is the Sunlight card. And anyone who know how I read and when I use my cards, because I self-taught my cards, I have this guide that just gives me all the stuff that you get to hear. But the Sunlight card is, to me, the best card in the pack, okay? So I think you and Scorpio guy are on for a winner. Well, definitely at the moment, anyway. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your evening. Right, let's have a little look. I don't know if I've got Mr. P. Have I got another text or anything? Or shall I have a look at who's available? So let's look. Oh, another reading. Okay, love reading, please. Any names that come to mind? Thanks, Sue. Sue, to be fair, how I work, I occasionally get names, but not that often, to be fair. But anyway, let's have a little look. So, let's have a little look. Let's look at the energy. Love read. Oh, no, what I want to do is Sue and love. Let's have a look. Is love coming in for you? Let's have a little look. Okay, it's hesitating on that. So let's have a look at when. I'm going to put 2018, which gives you the chance to sort of between now and the end of the year. Is love going to come in before the end of the year? I don't want to rule it out, okay, but at the same point, it's giving a little bit of a hesitant there. Okay, it's moving now. So I feel you just could tip in before we sort of see the old year out. But when I put it on 2019, my pendulum's really sort of working really, really well. Like I said, you asked for names in particular, which I don't very often get. What I am going to do is use my pendulum on my little board here, which is to do with star signs. So let's have a little look at, no names, I'm afraid. Oh, I say no names, and I've actually then been given John for some reason. But anyway, I don't know if that's J. Yeah, John. Actually, was given that very clearly. Let's have a little look. So, who is the star sign that's going to be in your life anytime soon? Don't forget to keep cosmic ordering, because I'm a firm believer in that to make things happen. Water sign. Okay, watch out for this. I always say to people when I give you maybe who it is. I've got Earth sign, which we're talking Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? But, I can't say but generally, don't rule anybody else out, because I'm not an astrologer, and I do know there's this rise in this and that, and all these different things that are in different star signs, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if to do with the Earth sign, is this person that's going to come into your life. Could be before the end of the year, but realistically, because I think they might just tip in before the end of the year, but realistically, I feel it's going to sort of be next year. But hey, that's just not far away, is it? Anyway, thank you very much, and you have a good evening. Okay, that's me done the takeover. I've now logged myself back on, like now, and then I will send you back to the lovely Joe in the studio and see you all soon. Look forward to speaking to you. I'm now live and available to take your calls. Psychic Sarah, PIN number 4009.
Oh, Psychic Sarah, thank you so much. Good evening. Welcome back to the show. We're going to go back to back. My name is Joanna Scott. I'm going to be here until 12 o'clock midnight, only 2 hours. We're only going to be live for the next hour. Then between 11 and 12, we are literally going to be off air. Social media, again, going back to back with your text. Interacting with you guys on social media. Talking to some psychics as well, and just seeing what's going on. But we've only got 2 hours. It goes and flies in really quick. It does not feel like 10 o'clock already in the evening. Laura Dallaghan's on a call, 4775. Psychic Sarah, that we've just been talking to there, who's been looking at your text, is now available to take your calls on 6905. Marlene, who I was talking to earlier, lovely Scottish Marlene, is on a call, 4049, which leaves Psychic Sarah, sorry, 4009, that's her PIN. My apologies, I'm always getting her mixed up with Sarah. Psychic Sarah is available for you, 4009. Crystal Waters, Emma, Grace, Victoria, Malachi, Sherry, Marissa, Poppy and Zariah Wade. Those are the psychics that are free and available to take your calls right now, right this moment in time. Sarah, Marlene and the lovely Laura Dallaghan are all on calls. Now, Denise is on a break. We'll be back in about 10:15. I'll be going back on the phones, I'm sure, a little bit later, but I'm going to be just going back to back on your calls at this precise moment in time. I'm going to be looking at basically what are your passions, what are your fears. Focus on your passions, get rid of the fears. I know it's easier said than done. It's like somebody puts a chocolate bar in front of me or puts an apple. What's the first thing I'm going to naturally want to go to? I'm going to go for a chocolate bar. But because I spend half the time in the dentist, which I do, I can't afford to have that chocolate bar. So I'm going, that's a fear. That's poison to me. I've got to go for the apple. Mind you, that's got sugar in it as well. So every time I look at the two things, weigh up what's good for you and what's bad for you, and what are the consequences and what are the reasons and what do you get from it and how do you feel. And I guess when you come to a conclusion, you'll soon find yourself going, do you know what? I have a conclusion. I've made that decision. I know that I'm going to be okay because I've made a really good decision and I know it's right for me when I've made that happen. It's got to be the right move for me. It's going to be a risk, but I know it's going to be the right decision. Got to think like that. Okay. I love reading between. Oh, can I just check with Mr. P? Have we done any of these texts? Sorry. Have we done any of these texts? Oh, L. Love reading between myself and TL for next few months, please, from L. Okay, a lot of L's going on here. Right. Love reading between myself and TL for next few months, please. Being shown at the... Okay, being shown... I like how you interact with one another. There's a little bit of a shyness. One of you's taking time out from the other. One of you's a little bit more quiet. I think it's the other... I think it's TL, who you were asking about. I've got quiet. I've got downtime. You seem to be putting in most of the effort. Now, the Ten of Wands is the effort that you put in can feel like it's heavy going or this is a lot for me to take on board, or why do I constantly have to do all the work? Or it feels like hard work and you don't get anything in return. The Death card can mean let's deal with it differently, not how you've dealt with it in the past. The Death card is also maybe a little bit more, maybe the Death card is kind of saying to you, relax, chill out and see what happens. And the Death is very much a kind of new beginning, new change, new start. But the Death can also be a kind of a change to your own emotions, how you're feeling. The Two of Pentacles is juggling, weighing up the pros and the cons. What are the good things of the relationship? What are the bad things? What work? What don't work? And the Page of Cups is coming in as an emotion. The Page is also saying, I'm trying to give you an emotion, but I'm not dealing with it correctly. And there keeps being a little bit of drama, or if we're not dealing with an emotion correctly, there will be drama, or we don't know how to understand it, release it, or relate to it. And the drama cards can really be a kind of a card where everything can be thrown up in the air, almost to the point of not getting our needs met, or can sometimes be a little bit difficult. And this might be what you're finding with him. Every time you bring something up, it could be a difficult situation, or emotionally, you need to address it differently. That's what it's showing. But I've still got you together, or I've still got you connecting. You just need to deal with it in a different way emotionally to get your needs met. That works. I feel it does. And I feel you can really relate to this situation and really relate to this emotion. And it feels different. I'm not joking. It does. It feels really different. Beautiful Joanna Scott only. Thank you. That's a lovely intro to your text. Thank you. Can I get a relationship reading? Of course you can. You don't need to ask. Been single for coming up to 2 years now, you've put here. That's fine. That's not a long time, you know. Any new love or relationships coming in for me? If so, any timings? Thank you. 30th of the 8th, 1988. Nice Virgo. With Aries. I think you're a Virgo with Aries, 88. So 38, 39, 40, you're in it for year 4. Now, you've been shown that you've been focusing a lot on yourself for the last 2 years. I get that totally. It was actually 2015 that Pisces and Virgos went through their dynamic change of endings and finding themselves and trying to do something that really made them happy, you know, but they didn't know what. And you found yourself emotionally, and you're now basically releasing yourself from the past. So you broke up with somebody in a year 2, which can sometimes bring in a kind of a different feel about yourself. I'm now a different person. I was not like how I was 2 years ago, which is basically what's happened. You're going into a year 5, which you could have and should have met somebody maybe this year. I say that, but I think a lot of trust has been building up behind you or behind closed doors, and you've been finding it really hard to build up trust. Sorry. What I meant by that was you've been finding it really hard to trust. You've been finding it really hard to understand, and you've been finding it really difficult to relate or understand where you're heading in your life emotionally, or what somebody else wants and needs. And you've been going, well, I thought I sussed that out, but then I got betrayed, or there was a feeling of betrayal around this person from your past. You've now set that free. You're looking for somebody to marry by the looks of things with the Ace of Cups. I want to settle down. I'm thinking of a relationship that's really serious for me. But if I go back 2 years again, that person you were meant to be in a relationship with, you thought you were going to marry them, or you thought you were going to be in a really serious commitment with, but it didn't end up that way. And you sort of said to yourself, am I ever going to find somebody that's going to really love me and really understand me? And I want to say to you, yes. The 4 of Cups is, I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm never going to find this person you're saying. I'm going to say, yes, you are. You need to get through the battles of trust issues, or you need to get over that, is what I'm being shown. And let that confrontation go, or just don't kind of like battle it out with friends. Go, why have I not met somebody? Because I can see you having a bit of a one-to-one with one of your friends, and it kind of all blows out of proportion. You're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to say that, and all sorts of things happen. But the 5 of Wands can sometimes be a case of you being honest to yourself and saying, okay, I think everyone's going to be like my ex, and they're not. So there's something about trust. So basically, when you go into 5 year, which you're coming into, at the moment you're feeling quite low, until you reach March, and then you're going to break free from the trust and bring in a sense of risk. And I'm just going to basically see what happens. And that's when you meet your true love, and you settle down, and you're really happy, and you'll find everything you need to find in relationships by what you've discovered about yourself over the course of the last 2 years. You'll never meet anybody like you did in the past. And I think you're not going to act on impulse and just go with somebody that makes you feel okay. You're going to go with somebody that basically you feel you need that change and desire. And they're going to make you feel really good. I have got somebody who's about 5 years older than you. And I do feel that this person's going to be an Aquarius mixed with a Pisces. Blonde hair, get fair hair as well. Thank you. Hi, Joe, please. In a triangle with 18584, struggling with getting him to open up emotionally. How does he actually feel about me? I'm a Taurus girl. Well, if you're looking at a Gemini, Taurus, born 84, Taurus Libra, you've got somebody that will struggle just emotionally anyway, not because they're in a relationship or not, but also because, you know, he wants to keep himself to himself at the moment, because as far as he's concerned, relationships are a little bit of a difficulty, and he can't seem to see past it, or he doesn't understand and relate to them. You're going to make a decision, and you're going to say to him, look, this is how I'm seeing things. And the Page of Swords is coming forward slowly. The Page is a slow, gradual process to make things happen, and it will be almost to the point of you saying to yourself, I want to see what happened. I need to understand what's going to happen. And the Knight is basically you going, shall I meet somebody else that's not attached to somebody else? And I want to say, yes, you do. So you've got him, which is absolutely fine, but then you've got a new man coming in who is very work orientated, and you feel very secure with him. Emotionally, on a psychic level, you're tuning in with him. You feel like you have all these different connections with him, and the Justice card is balanced, and I've got a Libra. But with this guy, he's not opening up, my lovely, because he doesn't want to at the moment, because he's still trying to address in his head what's going on with his current relationship, and he can't find a conclusion in his head, so he just doesn't say anything. He likes you, but he hasn't got a conclusion, and he can't seem to understand why his relationship at the moment is failing. He wants an answer, but he hasn't got one. Thank you for your text. Hi Joe, will Sam get back to me regarding job at his beauty clinic this week? He's seen my message today but not replied yet. You're not going to get a response, darling, until the first week of December, when retrograde goes direct in Scorpio. What do you see around this? If and when will I get the job? Now, I don't know if it's going to be that one, because you're, well, actually, you've been applying for this job for a while, but you're applying for it during a retrograde, which means it's never quite what it seems or appears. Now, you're in at 11, 12, 13, you're in a 4-year of security. So sometimes we can feel like we're not really getting our needs met when we're in a year 4, because we feel blocked, we feel stuck, we feel stifled. We can actually sometimes feel a little bit, what's the word? We can sometimes feel like we've got to go backwards before we go forward. So you're being shown a job at the end of the year, January actually, end of December, beginning of January, and you're being shown a job pretty much around the middle of March as well. Now, whatever that is saying to me, that's going to be the job you're settling into. And there's 2 parts to it. So you've got one interview, then you've got a second interview. So that would be, maybe you get the first interview coming up in January, and then February, and then you start in March. But it's quite a lengthy process. But when you're in a year 4, normally the job that you're trying to get during a retrograde isn't what it seems, or you want it so badly, the other person thinks, maybe the job wouldn't be suitable for that person, or it changes, or the actual job position role changes. But I think this person's going to get back to you on the first week of December. I'm being shown the 7th or the 12th. That's where it's really strong, really, really powerful. And do you know what's good about it? You kind of go, yeah, that makes sense. Not as in what I'm telling you, but what is being shown and given to you around that first week of December. And you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Because it does make sense. You'll know it makes sense as well. Thank you for your text. Thank you. 10:15. We've got Laura Delegan on a call. Marissa, Poppy, Sarah, Zariah Wade, Sherry, Malachi, Victoria, Grace, Emma, Crystal Waters, Ellen Leonard, Jermaine Moore, Gertrude Irish, great name, all available on calls. So, Psychic Sarah, Marlene, and Laura Delegan are all on calls as we speak this evening. So let's have a look at another text. Hi Joe, work reading please, 17870. A Leo born Libra. So you're in 25 to 6, 27. You're in a year 9 of endings. Your work at the moment is giving you a lot of pressure and anxious thoughts. You've been under a lot of pressure, almost to the point of being told you've got to do something. You're like, whoa, that feels quite scary. That feels like there's too much going on with this. It's too much for me to handle. Or I don't know where I'm going with this even. I'm feeling a bit scared. I'm feeling a bit worried. But don't be. Next year you could move into a different job in February, March. Something has come into an ending point here for you, or you've outgrown a situation that you feel is no longer right for you or no longer is giving you stability. Sometimes you can't really do anything at the moment because it's got a retrograde, and you can't really do anything at the moment because we're in a year 9. When you get to a year 1 in February, March, you are being shown a position given to you by either you going for that or a position being offered to you via another person, through another company, through another agency. You've got an option. But I truly believe where you are, either you're feeling a bit disheartened, not sure about where the company is going, or you're going to take a risk next year and go for this job through the agency, which offers you security, beautifully so, and a promotion, February and June of next year. Thank you. Joe, other than work, what can you see me achieving when I go to LA? 31st of the 3rd, 65, Man Magnet. 35, 30, well, it depends what you focus your energy on. Now, you're in a year 4, 5, 6, you're in a year 9, so next year, you're in a year one of new beginnings, so it's a big risk year, isn't it? It's like really scary, but also absolutely fantastic. When I moved into my year one, I moved into the house that we're in now, and it was so scary because everything just, I'm not going to say went wrong, but everything about that house was incredibly stressful. And I was really scared, I'm not going to lie. It was almost like my life got turned upside down. And I had to start all over again and think differently and be a different person and probably mature on a different level. And I guess this is what happens to you when you go to LA. You've got to think differently, you've got to act differently, you've got to be differently, you've got to look at things very, very differently, and you've got to see your life taken off, but actually you're in control. You will probably find the Aries in you will be impatient, so you'll want to start making new friends and socialise next year. You might find at the end of the year, in December, you settle down. You're not going to settle down just yet because obviously it's pushing you into an energy that's related to your work for the first 8 months. After that, when you go into your year 2, which would be November 2019 all the way through until May, June of 2020, is where you're going to be looking at relationships seriously. So it has to come in different phases. Also as well, you're more than likely going to meet somebody through work, but you're going to change the dynamics of how you are as a person and not be scared and not be fearful, because you're in a year one of new beginnings. I'm going to take massive risks. I'm going to move house. I'm going to buy my own property. I'm going to invest. What can I do to enhance my life? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, and you're going to really take off. And you're going to have massive amounts of confidence. And you're going to meet loads of people that are really going to change the way that you see yourself. But the most important thing about this is how you feel you've changed and what you've had to do to change to become a better person and to become more stable emotionally. And also what risks are you going to take with your friends to dating on the latter part of next year, because everything about next year latter is so progressive. It scares you, but it also excites you at the same time, and you're kind of going through this at the moment, that you are very excited about these new beginnings and changes. It can really make you feel fantastic. Thank you very much. Really, thank you very much for your text. It's exciting. We're very jealous, actually. Very jealous. Right. So, I believe Denise is coming up here. She is indeed. And I'm going to go off to the phone lines because I'm going to say to you, my PIN number is 4601. Come and join me on the phones. We're just going to a VT and we'll see you, or I'll see you on the other side with the phones. Don't go anywhere. Take care.
Mystical, your personal psychic companion app. You can watch a show live, get direct access to our psychics and their profiles, get your readings cheaper, have full control over your spending, and never miss one of Mystical's exclusive offers. You can send a text from the app straight to the show. Instant message one of our psychics for a quicker private text response. Check the schedule so you know when your favourite psychic is live. And we'll even give you a free text to the show every time you top up £5 or more. T's and C's may apply. Register for free and create your profile by downloading Mystical from your app store today. Keep it psychic.
Hi, my name is Joanna Scott. My PIN number is 4601. Full-time, and this is pretty much my full-time job since 2006, but actually a psychic more so in my early 20s, and I remember it well. Well, first of all, when I speak to somebody on the phone at Psychic Today, I ask for their full date of birth, and I might actually ask for somebody else they're looking for, say in a relationship or compatibility reading, so obviously I need their first name and their date of birth, and then I'll just see where they're heading. It could be their life path is going off in a different direction. It could be that basically something is blocking them from moving forwards. Whatever it is, I normally tend to literally tell a story from start, middle to the finish. Okay, so yes, I've got a thing about relationships. I'm not going to say I'm obsessed, because that would just sound a bit wrong really, but I've got a thing about matching people up, and I also work on dating websites, looking at people's compatibility, and that is based on your sun signs, your actual sort of components in terms of like partnerships, your relationships, what's missing, what's not missing, where you're good together in a relationship, and also, basically, are you going to end up together? So I am literally obsessed with relationships for you. I use the Rider-Waite deck, and it's 78 cards in the deck, and I also work with astrology, numerology, and just basically what I pick up on a psychic level with yourself. And it tells a story, like I was saying previously, and it should be literally 4 or 5 things condensed into kind of one area, all to do with you. Oh, but do I actually switch off and relax? My partner will probably say no, she doesn't. That's kind of true. But I have a puppy, okay? This helps. She helps, not this, she. But she's only 20 months old and Axe about 4 weeks old. And I take her for walks pretty much every day for about an hour and a half, totally zone out until she finds another dog that she loves. And then that's it. Mayhem and Joe's stressed. So yes, I do relax. Till she relaxes and chills out. But I love the gym. I go swimming a lot. I go yoga, and I try to ski twice a year, and that kind of chills me, I think. And then I start to read. Reading's good. Even though reading is probably something to do with tarot or anything astrological, it does chill me out, and it is very good for me to just literally relax, and eventually I'll go to sleep. Eventually. So probably from my mum. I mean, she's great. She's 71, looks about 51, acts about 12. I mean, that gives you an idea of what she's really like. And, I'm kind of similar. Is that good or is that bad? Or maybe that's just the way that it is. I'm Scottish, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You wouldn't tell by this accent. But at the end of the day, she always says, look after yourself first and everything else falls into place. How you feel emotionally, being emotionally balanced, looking after your family, looking after your friends, and a 20-month puppy, which is an interesting subject. But anyway, it does keep me very happy, and then I'm able to look after others, and it's a nice balance. So always look after yourself and then other people. My name is Joanna Scott. My PIN number is 4601. Thanks very much for watching. Speak to you really soon.
Now, my name is Denise, and I'm going to be your psychic and presenter for a wee while, for the next 15 minutes or so. Then we have the lovely, beautiful Laura Donegan coming back on to answer those lovely text messages that you're sending in. So please keep on sending those text messages in for either myself, the lovely Joanna Scott, like you've just seen her on the VT, and also Laura and myself. So just have a quick look and see who is available. We have the lovely Marissa, Poppy, Sarah, Zara Wade, Malachi, I love that name, Malachi, and Victoria on 6198. Now, who else? Jermaine Morse, if you want that male perspective, I love the way in which he deals with those questions from your lovely viewers, and David as well. So if you want those male perspectives, then now is a good time to ring through. And we have Ellen Leonard there as well. Now let's have a quick look. Now we are, just to remind you, lovely viewers, we are on here for another about 35 minutes or so before we go on social media. But you can, of course, just contact us anytime on the Mystic Call app. So if you're out and about and you're sort of enjoying yourself and you just want to know, or you want to have a psychic in your pocket, then suddenly you pull out your phone and then you can contact us on the Mystic Call app. And it's great because you can actually watch the show, send a text into us, and it only costs £1. That's like 10 tarot tokens. What a bargain. How amazing is that? So you can get this app free, just sort of download it, and you just get it in Google Play. So you have full control over what you're spending, and actually read about the psychics as well, and just see which one you are drawn to. And that's the Mystic Call app, and it's your personal psychic in your pocket. How lovely is that? Right. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be answering your text messages. I'm just waiting for Mr. P to drop it on. And while he does that, just lovely to remind you that, we are here for your entertainment purposes only, and we can talk about a range of things, but health, legal, financial, and fertility, we just simply can't talk about for complaints. And the lovely and beautiful Joanna Scott on 4601 is still available. So if you'd like that kind of reading with that extra little bit of je ne sais quoi, the astrology, the numerology, the relationship questions, that's a really good one to go to. And don't tell anyone. But she's just won an award for psychic and relationships. So that's a really good psychic to go through to. If you have a question you'd like to know about relationships, is he going to step forward? Is he not going to step forward? What's on the horizon and what should I look for and be aware of? Now, okay, we've got a couple of texts here that's coming in. And the first one is saying, can I have a reading for the rest of the year? No description. Let's have a look of, I don't know, question, this male or female? Reading for the rest of the year. Right, okay, let me just tune into this one. Woo, gosh. Right, now, there's a balancing act here that needs to be addressed. That's what I kind of feel. It's almost like a work and personal life situation which just needs to be looked at. It's almost like you're doing too much for your kind of career, and there's a lot of passion here that just needs to be just brought back into check. There's a sense of you know, there's an awful lot of little bit of conflict. You know, you kind of can rise to the situation. You can see things and read people quite well, which often leads you to a lovely understanding of where they are. In terms of the reading, let's have a quick look. I actually feel December's going to be an awful lot calmer. I feel very much like things are going to slow down for you in a real positive way. And I'm not picking up a great deal of change, but I do feel that you are somebody who needs to ignite that passion back into their life. But I just think a sense of a little bit of tiredness. But I think that you are quite a romantic person and you have an awful lot of love to give. And it's about kind of, you know, just letting go of any kind of control issues or, you know, of thoughts that you can control a situation, because I kind of feel it's about letting go for you for the next end of this year, and that's going to hold you in really good stead to get that balance back so you can really push forward in your life. Thank you very much for sending that text message. And this one is from the Mystic Call TV for Denise only, please. What are O's feelings and what's likely to happen between us? Austin Stars. Isn't that lovely? I think I said that right. Austin Stars, right? Okay. What's O's feelings and what's going to happen between us? Okay, O's feelings. Okay. Right, I actually feel that the way it's been shown is that is a little bit closed off emotionally. There's an element here of ambiguity in the communication is suiting them. It's almost like they can't give you what they don't have or connected, but I sense that you're picking up somebody who is very much coming from the right place but can't access what they're actually looking for, if that makes sense. I kind of feel that there is a bit of a soulmate connection here. I do think this is a learning here, and it has every opportunity of being quite successful. I kind of feel it's a bit more like timing, but it's almost like it could be the right person for us at the wrong time is still the wrong person for us, because it's about aligning the energies of what we both, you know, what you both want. I actually feel that less is more with O, and I kind of sense here that there might be a letting go and coming back together again at a later time. So just do what feels right in the energy around you. I do kind of say just look at the signs and the symbols, because this is somebody who is polar opposite to you. That's what I'm guided to say here. And it's like, look for the symbols and the lessons in this relationship, because this is a soulmate connection. So you've come together for a reason. So really learn those. So that can either fast track the relationship to where you need to go, or ultimately it could lead to a parting of the ways, which will allow the new growth and the new person to step forward who would be better than O for you in the long term. That's how I feel, Austin Stars. So thank you very much for being interactive and sending in that text message. Well, we wait for another text message from Mr. P. Let's have a look. And the lovely Joanna's got is still available. 4601, very, very popular psychic. She's going to be snapped up very quickly. I wonder if you're going to be the caller that enables that lovely reading with Joanna to take place. And we still have rooms for your text messages, so please keep on sending them in. Just who we've got available, we have Jermaine Moore, Gertrude Irish, David, Grace and Mark, and Ellen, Leonard, Crystal Waters, Emma, Malachi, Victoria, Zora Wade, Poppy, Marissa and Sarah. So let's have a quick look and see what's available. We have Mr. Call, Denise. How is James feeling about me after yesterday? Positive contact and very affectionate. Ooh, lovely. Is this a breakthrough? What's his intentions, Tories? Okay, let's have a look about James. Okay. Yes, I actually feel it is great. It's like spiritually, there's a harmony between you and James, which, you know, it's nice. He feels very comfortable about it. And it's like you see the positive and the negative elements about him. It's very much like physically kind of like you two are on the same energy page, but there's always the uncertainty. It's like the uncertainty in the relationship. It's almost like, has he got you? Has he not got you? Is fueling that kind of like intense desire. I actually feel with him that you've got to keep him on his toes, because he's somebody who needs to feel that kind of sense of going after you to secure you for a long-term relationship connection. I do feel that his intentions are honourable as much as he is. What he's saying is what he's feeling. That's how it's coming across. And he wants to start again. But there's something in his energy which makes me feel that it's almost like even he wanting to be ready, but there's an element to him that's slightly not. So he's slightly pulled back from that. So just be very, very cautious and know that he potentially could flip-flop again. That's how it feels in his energy. So just sort of be on your guard, keep your heart well and truly kind of locked in, and just wait for that long-term connection before you give your heart to him again. But I do feel that it is starting to unravel now. This breakthrough is happening, which is fantastic, and it's just wonderful. But just be very cautious, still keep leaning back and allow him to pursue you, Taurus. Thank you very much. Sending you lots of love, and I love the good news like that. So thank you for sending the text. Okay. Oh, I just heard the lovely, beautiful Karen Brown has just logged in. There she is, very popular, Psychic 4073. And, you know, she's probably seen Karen. She's a presenter. She's a psychic on the show. She's been with the show for years. Very, very, very experienced psychic. She just sort of works hands-free. And she, you know what I love about Karen? She tells it like it is. She just tunes in and off she goes. And, you know, she's quite direct in the most loving, compassionate way. And she's just got a wealth of experience, of your life experience as well, that can add that kind of little bit of insight to get you over a situation, or, you know, the right words can seem to come from Karen an awful lot of the time. The right words at the right time. She's lovely. I love her to bits. Right, okay. Let's have a quick look. We have another text message, Mr. Call, and it says, hi. Do you see news of a house move soon for us? Thanks, Jan. Okay, let's have a look. Do you see news of a new house move for us? New house move. Right, okay. I'm being shown a wheel here. So I'm just, bear with me. Oh, she says, I've just shown a wheel here and I've got a chariot card. Okay, so I think things are moving forward. It seems a bit laboured. So there just seems to be a little bit of a delay in moving this sort of, you know, the house move. It's going to take you longer than you anticipate. but actually this is for the positive rather than the negative. It's almost like slowing it down for a reason. And I feel that, oh yes, thank you. There's a really, really beautiful, really warm, very stunning house which is coming on the market, and it's like the house of your dreams, and it's just so attractive, and it's getting ready to come on. So even though it's sort of things are very slow in terms of moving, it's there for a reason. That's how I'm feeling. It's almost like you can't hurry it up, even if you tried. So just trust the energy, go with the energy, and know and just feel that everything will work out in its own timing. That's what I've been shown. But it's just sort of, it's quite kind of a heavy weight. You know, when you know, or you just feel that there is a house move coming, and it's all a huge emotional upheaval, but you'll know, just it'll all slot into place. That's what I've been taking. So take action when you need to, and but it just feels a very warm, very protective house, which is you're moving into, Jan. A house where you really want to stay for a very, very long time. So thank you very much, Jan. Love and light. Okay, let's have a look. Hi, Denise. A love reading, please. Any timings, details, thanks. 22nd of the 6th. Okay. Hi, Denise. Okay, a love reading. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look here. Right. I actually picking up in an energy, somebody who is very astute with abundance in their lives. They look after their own interest. That's paramount. They're quite a passionate person. Once you sort of unpick the layers of them, I'm being sort of guided to tell you springtime. And there seems to be a lot of, this person's moved through an awful lot of baggage through their lives, which they need to let go. And it's also trusting the connection and being ready. That's how I'm being shown. I'm being shown I'm not quite sure if this is you or this is the person, but I'm being shown a dark-haired person. I'm being very much drawn to the name or the letter L here, and they are somebody with like brown eyes, and they need to unravel certain things in their lives which will impact that relationship. Right. I'm kind of saying there's link to August here as well. So this is a relationship I feel will have 2 stops and starts before it really gets going. And but by September, I feel it's going to be quite solid. And I think this is about timing an awful lot. I feel there's pace is needed in this new relationship. It's almost like they're going to go off too quick, too strong, and they're just going to not really kind of catch up with themselves. They need that time to settle into that relationship. So just be mindful of that. So make sure the pace is there, the connection, the consistency, and I feel that this will go really smoothly for you. Thank you. Love and light. Okay. And I do believe I'm going to be going to the phone line. So if you would like to have a one-to-one readings with myself, now's a really good time. My pin number is 6764, and I'm handing you over to the lovely, delectable Psychic Sarah.
Well, thank you very much, Denise. Off you go to the phones. My ego will be huge. Anyway, right, I'm Psychic Sarah. I'm taking over just for a few minutes, okay? So I shall do some texts with you. Just to quickly tell you who I am, what I am. I'm a psychic. Been working for Psychic Today actually nearly 6 years. It has gone so quickly. But I absolutely love what I do, as you can probably tell by how enthusiastic I am. But there's nothing like actually showing you, okay? So I've got a text here on the screen. So if I with no ado, I should go straight to the text, okay? Hi, TV, hi. What can you tell me about the man that hopefully will come into my life? Any details and timings, please? Thanks, Chrissy. Okay, right, first of all, I'm actually going to use I say quite new cards for me, but I quite like working with these ones. So I'm going to use these first, and also then see what details I can get, and probably look at maybe my little sort of I say astrology board that I have. Okay, right. What can we tell you about the man coming into your life? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, right. Let's have a little look. Okay. In the here and now, okay, it's literally, look at this card. It's such a beautiful card. Really look at that. And this is all about you, okay? The sunlight card's there. And literally, we're sort of literally looking at, the fact it's winter time. I know we've not got snow out there, but this is you in the here and now. And you're literally, what it says on there also, and I'm so getting this, the beginning of a new cycle, okay? So you're sort of saying about, hopefully someone comes into your life. I feel you've been really sort of cosmic ordering, putting it out there, sort of for the gratitude of sort of for this person to come into your life also, okay? I love these cards I've started using, okay? So we've got passion and pleasure coming in. I better not say too much on that. All right, and just generally, we've got the abundance card. So I feel, I was saying to you that you're putting out the sort of the gratitude and just being thankful for as your life sort of panning out. So the cards are really reiterating that this person's on the peripheries as such. And you've also got the begin now, but this is coming in, okay? But with this, you are very much on your journey. So, and it's about taking the first step. So I feel it's everything around, the universe at this present moment in time, I feel is very aligned to make this happen, okay? And then what I'm going to do is just look at that. But I'm going to do two other things first. I'm popping on here 2018, 2019, just as to when is this person coming in, Chrissy, okay? Is it before the end of the year? Okay, hand on heart, that's hesitating on that. So it's not saying no, but it's not saying yes, all right? But when I pop on 2019, straight away, it's given me quite a nice-sized energy attached to it. So let's have a look at maybe Hugh. I feel everything is sort of is falling into place as it's meant to. So let's look. Is it a fire sign? Not sure. Is it an earth sign? Not sure. Is it an air sign? Okay, nice, possibly an air sign. I like to check all out. About a water sign. No, I believe, I always say, Chrissy, don't rule everybody out because if they're not an air sign, which is a Gemini, Aquarius or Libra, but that is giving me a really nice energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if their star sign might be one of those, okay? Enjoy it because I just feel you've waited. I feel a little bit of time for this to happen, but everything feels to me, from what my guides give me here, that it's aligned in such a way for it to happen. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, right. Straight on to another text. This is from Hypno Angel. Hi, Sarah. Oh, it's one of the regulars. Anything I do know with regards to love? And this is thanks, Sarah. 26 of the 670. Okay, Sarah, let's have a little look. Do you know what? I'm going to use these cards again because I really do rather like them. I know I have got my absolute faves, but I'm just really liking how the energies of these cards are. I think I'm in the studio Saturday and Sunday again this weekend, and so I think these will definitely be on the table there as well. Okay, Hypno Angel, what do you need to do? Okay, right. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love them. Let's have a little look. Right, in the here and now, you've literally got, look at that, the card of transformation, okay? So I feel, this is, the phoenixes, or, when it sort of takes flight, okay? So a fresh new way of living emerges, okay? But also the other card here is also about you being very, very grounded. You know what you want, and it's just sort of, just letting it happen, okay? In the pivot card, I just want to say, you've actually got, you're just in that position where I think you're just going to overcome any sort of obstacles you've had sort of in the sort of previous time, okay? You're very much on your journey, okay? So, well, I just think love must be very much you know, literally on the cards, round the corner, etc. Okay, because the cards themselves, what I'm being given by my guide, is just. I just want to say though, I'm being told something about keeping your emotions in check. I don't know whether it's sometimes, you know, life is sort of ticking along and sort of moving you forward in a good way, and then sometimes, dare I say, you self-sabotage a little bit. Okay, so keep it positive. No, it's all meant to happen. All now at the right timings. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, right. It looks like I've got another text. Hi, Psychic Sarah. When will I find a new job? Interview coming up shortly. Any details? Thanks, Cancer. Oh, I wish I'd got my other cards out, but I'm not going to root around for them now. But let me just use my... So you've got a job interview coming up shortly. Let's have a look. So let's have a look. When's a new job? And you've got an interview. Okay, as you know, I was in nursing for lots and lots of years. Obviously interviewed lots of effective nurses over the years. And one of the biggest things is the communication, and just be able to get your point across, okay? You know, because, you know, nobody's there when on the interview panels are there to trip you up. It's all about you sort of selling yourself in a good way, okay? But we often sell ourselves short, to be fair. Wear blue, I'm being told, because that's so good for communication. Right, so is there likely to be oops, sorry, I did that myself. Is there a new job on the horizon? Okay, a little bit of hesitancy, so I'll just look for timings for that. So I feel yes, there is, but that was just a little bit hesitant to start. So let's have a look. Is it going to be this year, or as we pan to next year? Let's have a look. 2018. Oh, good. You said about that interview coming up. Well, I'm still getting a really lovely vibe attached to this year. So as far as this interview, are you going to get it? You actually said you got an interview card, I think, didn't you? Well, it's given me a nice positive vibration attached to it. So as I say, wear blue, think positive, okay? Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, let's have a little look. Okay, this is from Cancer M. Let's have a little look. Hi Sarah, what do you see in love? Someone old or new? Thank you, Cancer M. So let's have a look. M. So is there somebody new coming in, or someone from your past? Okay, let me just show you. I put you on there. All right. So can you see? So I've literally put new and old from your past, and let's use the pendulum to see what's most likely. Okay. Ooh, straight away my hand's gone really tingly, and it's given me an energy on new straight away. Okay, and let's have a look at somebody old. Ooh, do you know what? Actually, it's doing absolutely nothing on that. So to be fair, it's not saying yes, it's not saying no. Pop it back onto the new, and that's moving beautifully. Okay, so I would like to say I believe there'll be somebody new around you. Right, let me just pull 3 of my love cards to see what you most need to know. Okay, so love it. I'll show you these 2 cards. Well, I've only pulled 3 cards. Look at this. This one's sort of very much by what you want. Okay, the Sacred Charter. You've got the love card coming in, which is is that one. Okay, and this one, for anybody who know how I read, is the equivalent of the Sunlight card, and as I perceive, is the best card in the pack. Okay, so you're asking about his love coming in, old or new? I believe new love. And just watch this space, I want to say. Okay, thank you very much, and let me know. Cheers. Okay, right, I'm now going to go back available and ready to take your calls. Okay, so I'm now back online, ready to take your calls, and I will just hand you over to the lovely Laura Danigan. See you soon.
Oh, thank you, Psychic Sarah. Thank you so much for taking over. And yeah, we are in the last 10 minutes of our show here, so you can catch the team for the last hour of the show on social media. So we've got 10 minutes in which we'll be looking at your questions here, 10 minutes to 11 o'clock, and then all the way until midnight we're going to be on the Mystical app and also on social media. So get over there and say hello to us. But yeah, Psychic Sarah is now logging onto the phone to you guys. And what now? She's already there, and Denise is available, and Joanna Scott is available. It's been such a busy evening. I've hardly had the chance to say hello to either of these two. We've all been on calls, it's all been such a busy time. But for now, for 10 to 11 on this Tuesday evening, Joanna Scott, pin number 4601, and Denise, pin number 4764. There they are, the lovely beauties themselves. The gorgeous ladies that are joining me in the studio this evening are available. So Joanna Scott, absolutely gorgeous lady, published author, been with the show a long time, really specialises in love situations and kind of working out where you're going and finding your path in life. Pin number 4601 for her. And the gorgeous Denise there, working with her cards, looking at relationships, soul connections, and finding out the path forwards for you in December and 2019, available for you guys. You're in a really good place. So before you go to bed this evening, maybe you want to take a 5, 10, 20-minute call with one of these two lovely ladies. If you've got something on your mind, something you're feeling confused about, or just maybe apprehensive about a job interview, or excited about what's coming next for you, these ladies are here for you. They are logged in, they're available. So you can speak to one of these lovely ladies you can see on the screens in about a minute, really. It doesn't take that long to get through. You can either get through via the Mystical app. You can do that really, really easily, or you can dial the number on the screen above my head and below down there. So all the choice is yours. This number here goes through to the prepaid team, but the Mystical app is the best way to get through for lots of reasons, mainly because it's cheaper. We've got the best deals on the Mystical app. So if you want to download that, do feel free. Okie dokie. So for the last 3 minutes of the show, my name's Laura, by the way, if you have just tuned in, hello, good evening. I've been logged into the phones, and now I'm here to look at your questions, your questiones. We've got one here saying, hi Laura, my daughter Emily Pisces has an interview tomorrow with a travel company. Will she be offered the job? Thank you. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for your question. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look and see. I feel she'll do really well. I do feel she'll do really well. There does seem to be an opportunity with her coming through. What I'm getting also is a lot of major arcana cards are coming up for her. There does seem to be a job in a travel company that she is going for. Will it be this one or another one? This one. I'd say there could be a bit of back and forth, but I do feel positive energy around this job for her. I very much feel there'll be something coming through for her in this line of work very, very soon. So yeah, it does look positive. This is the sort of the line of work I am seeing her in, and I'm seeing it soon. There seems to be a bit of back and forth with the application process or with the interview process. There seems to be that kind of vibe, but I guess it's the end of the year, isn't it? So it takes a little bit of a while. But I do feel you're getting the Hermit with her at the moment, so I'm not sure if she's kind of doing more studying or doing something else that's kind of taking her into... Yeah, in fact, I feel like I'm really working hard at the moment, although there could be more study involved. But yeah, I do feel this is coming forward for her and does look really positive. If not this one, it would be something very, very similar very soon after, because it feels like this is the way things are going to be moving forward for her. Thank you so much. Really sweet question, and thank you for asking about your daughter. You know, there's been a few questions tonight about, worried mamas. And it kind of shows whether you're, if you're concerned or excited for a member of your family and you want to ask for them, feel free. You're more than welcome to. Okay, so we've got a few more minutes of this show left. We've got a few more questions coming through. Hi, Laura, can you see how Gemini feels about me and what's coming up for us? Thanks, from Scorpio. Hi there, good evening. Let's have a little look and see. Hi there, Scorpio. Okay, how does Gemini feel about you? How does Gemini feel about you? So we've got the Fool, which is joyful in a way. I feel it's quite a joyful energy, a fun, bright energy. And what's coming up for you guys? I feel, you know what I get with you both? Is this could be more of a friendly, don't be put off. Because it's not friendly as in you're just friends, but it's sort of a friendly energy. It's a gentle energy. I think, in a way, it doesn't get too serious at first. But there's more there. It feels interesting because you've got that passionate Scorpio energy and this kind of airy, kind of light Gemini energy, but actually combined with a bit of patience, this could be quite a lovely connection. So I feel there's a freedom about this person, a joyfulness, and I feel like they feel that joyfulness when they connect with you. So that does look lovely. Thank you so much for getting involved. What's coming up for you is, I feel a lot of fun. And I think it can develop into more. It will just maybe take, not a deep dive into it straight away. All the best. Thank you very much. Right, we've only got 5 minutes on this TV, on Sky right now. You can get through to us, though. Fear not. We're going to be here till midnight. on social media and on the app, the Mystical app. So do not lose us. If you want a question looked at, but if you're reading the last hour of the show, you can find us on social media and on the Mystical app. Talking of the Mystical app, we have a question here sent through from that said app. Hello, what can you see with my job and career next year? Hoped I was going to change my main job this year, but nothing came up. Any details 2019? Thanks, I'm D. Saji. Hi there, Saji. Let's have a little look and see. I'm going to pull a dragon card for you. Let's have a little look for you. Okay. Let's first have a look at with the dragon cards, what's coming up. Earth. The Earth Chalice. Now, next year's more about manifesting. Next year's more grounding. This year was pretty about clearing a lot of things. I do feel next year seems to have a bit more energy of manifesting from a good place. So I feel you feel more secure with work sort of things next year as well. For next year, yeah. I feel things move forward quite soon, actually, though you may feel a bit overwhelmed by how quickly things do. I've been shown Aries time, so end of March is really positive and beginning of April. I do feel there'll be success around you, around an interview or a job change in that time. You might feel like, oh my gosh, this is a big leap, or you'll be taking on a lot, but I do feel there is a lovely move forward with your work. I feel around that time. You've got the Temperance card coming up straight away, which is feeling to be about this changes starting to come in. I actually do feel you're changing your mind quite a bit in the new year, in a lovely way as well, about what it is you want to bring in. So there's a sense of blossoming, I get, like ideas coming out into fruition in the beginning of the new year, whereas this year it might have been a bit too tunnel visioned, I think. But yeah, I do feel, for some reason, March, April's coming up as a great time for you with that. But there'll be a lot of interesting energy around the beginning of the year. Lots going on for you, lovely. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left here on Sky. I'm going to get another question looked at, and then we're going to sort of do a bit of a shuffle over to social media. Hello. Oh, we've done this one already. So I'll maybe do another one. One's coming up, never fear. I have one more before the end of the show, I think. From the lovely Chrissy. Hi there, Chrissy. Laura, can you tell me if a long-term relationship is coming in for me? Thanks, from Chrissy. 17th of 1066. Let's have a little look. It's a long-term relationship coming in for you, Chrissy. Okay. You've got the Star card.